Say I'm his cousin. You could say I'm a nobody, whatever.
Well, we're going to say that the show is about to start, and welcome, folks, to this episode of Mere Musk's special event, Karmicx, A Tale of Twin Cities. A little play off of the Charles Dickens stuff that Lil Mir and Stealth were talking about the other week. And unfortunately, Mir couldn't be here tonight, so I will be hosting. But luckily, I'm joined by a couple good co-hosts. We got, if you guys don't know this guy, he's an OG of OGs, but he's kind of on the, in the darkness or shadows. He's an unknown gem in these dab streets. Welcome to the show for the first time, Tommy McNulty.
Oh, I thought you meant the other guy. Nice to meet you. God bless. Hey, everybody.
So Tommy's here to speak on the one they call Karmicx. And then the other guy really needs no other introduction other than everyone knows who he is. He's the phenom of the dab. He's the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. J. Mo.
Yeah.
Welcome, J. Mo. Can you hear us?
Yeah. We're doing it.
Yes.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. You sound good, bro. And we got, if Decline hosts, he recognizes the brilliance that is Tommy McNulty. But we'll get into these guys a little bit. It's a hangout show, so we're going to keep it flowing. But the idea tonight is we did our show with the Lifeforms Karmicx, where we're covering a lot of his stuff going back, and people really seem to vibe with it. And in the week since we did that episode, a lot's happened. So we just kind of wanted to do an addendum or a part 2 to that. And the idea here is we're going to cover some of the stuff that's kind of transpired with him over the last week. And namely, like the fallout that he had on his stream after seeing our stream, and then him building up to this big travel. So if you guys don't know, Karmic left his house. He touched grass. So we got to give him a round of applause for that.
There's a lot of Dabbleverse that don't know what it's like out there.
Yeah.
Really. It's almost like they're in like bomb shelters and they don't know the war's over or something. It's like, go outside.
Well, and we'll get into the experience of going out, the purpose of going on this excursion, and then the repercussions when he came home. So we'll get into all that, but it's one of those weeks where I feel like he's driving a lot of the content. Now he's teamed up with Felicia, or Felicia as she likes to be pronounced. Tommy, you're kind of familiar with Felicia going back a little bit, right?
A little bit, yeah. Like I always thought she was like a pretty down to earth, nice person, and I would hear different things about her. Mostly from Pat, of course. But I don't know if she's like a really nice person as she appears, cute, or is she like single white female, scary, fatal attraction thing? I don't know. And every time I watch her, I try to figure it out. I look for hints, but I only see good stuff. So I don't know what to make of it all.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of he said, she said in this soap opera that's playing out on YouTube between them. I had never really followed her or Dixon too much. Like their drama stuff was kind of like not in my wheelhouse of like stuff I liked. But when she did get in that fight with DeVito and like hit up his gym, like that was something that like I had to like respect that. Yeah.
Now you got me thinking she canceled Pat's channel, didn't she?
That's the rumors. Yeah.
That's terrible. Come on. Let a guy earn. Let a guy live.
But Mo, what's your take going into this week before the trip? Like when you kind of discussed it on our show, and there's rumblings that this might be going down. Like, what's your take of what the quote with these two? It looks like Mo's frozen out. So Mo, if you unfreeze, we'll get your take.
Oh, that reminds me. You know what I did today? I went with the Polar Bear Club, and we went for that
Oh, I'm here.
swim
Sorry, I was just trying to turn it up a
manly
little
thing.
bit.
Karmic suggested it.
What's the Polar Bear Club? Is that where you jump in the frozen lake, or is that
Yeah,
some?
yeah, but the water wasn't really that bad. But but still, it's considered like a very manly thing to do.
Yeah. What are some manly things that you've been kind of doing lately to like work on your? I've been inspired. I've been trying to do my push-ups and eat my vitamins and do all the shit.
I
Like
had
since watching
lettuce.
Karmic. Lettuce,
before.
yeah.
Yeah. But I put like crunchy stuff in it, so like I had to fight through it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because that's what a man does. A man, sets like obstacles and gets over them.
Hell yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I've been trying to man it up ever since the Karmic stream because I'm sitting there thinking, why don't they have a show like Shuli does where they go to an event like the Burning Man thing? We talked about this, and
Yeah.
you wouldn't have to give them like hotel rooms or anything because this is like a manly thing. So we would be probably out in the wilderness, I would imagine. You get a little bucket. That's your restroom. You get a tent. You get a sleeping bag. We could have what do you call s'mores at night and tell ghost stories by the campfire. I don't know why we don't do this. We should set that up.
So I've heard all these different things like
Physical
DabbleCon.
feats of strength.
I've heard Hackamania is like a thing,
Yeah.
I know there's a cruise that people are talking about, a Hackamania cruise. So you're thinking like some type of dabble versus camp out or something.
Right, but fits of strength, manly stuff where men are with men in the valley of men. And they have like a hole in the ground that would be shaped like a woman's lower region. And the guys are pulling a rope to see who could pull the other side into the vagina. You know what I mean? That's just something I've been tossing around in my head.
I love the visual of that too. Because they're agonizing and screaming as they're doing the tug of war.
Which is probably sort of what was happening back at that hotel those 3 days that he was there with Felicia. I remiss. Digress.
Exactly. As the great Karmic says, we digress, or I digress. I say we just start. What do you say we like check in with how the week started? So last week, I think we did our stream, and then he came on, and this was like his first stream after our stream. But I assume at this point, he is already kind of got the plans and all set up, but they're just waiting to play out basically. So he's kind of hinting at it throughout the stream, like, yeah, I've got something going on. I wish I could tell you guys, but I just can't tell anyone right now. But he wants to, and lo and behold, we find out that they end up meeting up or whatnot. But we're gonna watch from here because I just kind of found this funny. Like, remember when we did our last stream, JMO? There's a super chat that said LFG to him, and he had no clue what it meant.
Yeah. But he cleaned it. He cleaned it up, man. Like a little bit later, I think he Googled it.
Yeah. So this stream starts off kind of in a similar vein, but it's with WYD. So we'll just kind of start it here to get it. Just as you watch this, I'm going to jump to some different parts. We can comment on it, but just notice his demeanor, because you know how his demeanor changes. Like sometimes he's really riled up and mad. Sometimes he's like laid back and chill. Like, watch how it kind of, just notice how it is in this one, because I think he's real. Like he has like very Charlie Sheen energy when it comes to this one. So
I'll definitely, it'll be the first song I play when I do the play, do a little bit of the play. WYD, what you do, I don't. Oh, gotcha, Soup Party. Thank you for the $3. But if you want to be a little bit clear in your statement, I'm sure it's a diss, because that's all most internet people do. It's just diss. So if it's a diss, I don't know. I just heard shit from you before, so thank you, I guess. I don't even know what it means. I don't care. I don't like initialisms. It's like a person's afraid to say what they're actually wanting to say. I don't know what is it? What you do? What does that mean? I don't know. Hey, Ashley. Good evening.
What you do?
Yeah, so it's what are you doing, or what are you doing, or whatever. But yeah, so
Don't know what it is, but I'll just assume it's a put down and thank you for the money, but you son of a bitch, screw you. You're out to get me. I feel bad for the guy because it
The highs
shows
and
that
lows.
he's gone through a lot. He's gone through a lot in the past, I guess.
well, I think this is part of the issue too. Like, it's just a very innocent type super chat to him, right? But he gets super defensive about it and assumes the worst. And we'll notice this a lot, like in all these different things. Like he'll blow up over like almost little to nothing happening, and including something that I don't know if it was referenced backstage or today, but I guess someone looked at him wrong in his town.
Oh no.
J-Mo, you saw this, right?
I caught bits of it because I was in and out, because it was like we said, it was like 3 streams today alone. I was in and out, but I caught some good pieces, let me tell you.
Yeah, so for you guys who don't know, we'll get into it, but
I have a theory.
yeah.
Do you think after his time with Felicia, where she was like taking him out to see the big city and all that, introducing him to new things, maybe fresh produce, he was shopping for something new, something exotic from this world of being with Felicia, and he was drawing attention to himself in his area where people aren't used to him reaching for the pollen sauce or something. Who the hell knows what he was reaching for? But maybe that's what it was. It drew attention to him because he was buying some fancy lad thing, thanks to Felicia. Again, I blame Felicia.
I could see that, or could it even be like a more subconscious thing? Like he went to the big city, he got this aura or these stink or pheromones or something on him from being in the urban environment, and him going back into the countryside, they sensed it, like they had a sense for it, so they were off put by him just from him being in that area. I think it could even be something like that.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, they didn't like him being some sort of big city fruit.
No, I wouldn't say that. I would say, like he said, the pheromones after being exposed to Felicia are emitting from him, and now he's walking through his produce area, and he's got these workhorses, these big heavy women that are coming out. They pick up this new man, this confidence, this city kind of guy, and he's like, hey, I don't want you, get back, hoeing that field. I want Felicia. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see it. Like you said, the pheromones are kicking. He wants a city girl now.
Yeah, he's all about the city life now. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna kind of find out. But yeah, let me just go to like 1 or 2 more timestamps because I kind of want to just get into like that type of shit. There's so much good shit from Minnesota, but let's see what he says here about the news.
I don't even know what it means. I don't care. I don't like initialisms. It's like a person's afraid to say what they're actually wanting to say. I don't know what is it? What you do? What does that mean? Okay, folks. I'm just getting something on deck here, so just relax.
You almost nailed it.
All right, folks. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go through some topics. News topics of the day. So bear with me. Rawr. All right. So first topic of the day. Today is July 21st, 2025. Let us begin.
Let me set this up for a sec. So what's happening here is, I think this is a new thing on this episode, but he decided he was gonna like type into AI, give me the top 5 news stories of the day, and then just read them. Like, so, did you guys catch this, or do you want to catch a few seconds of it at least to see how it goes?
Sure.
Yeah, I didn't see this part.
Yeah, so he was kind of ranting about how people are shit and his typical stuff, reading the chat. And then out of nowhere, he's just like, all right, let's get into the news. And this is what it kind of came out as.
Political developments and Trump administration policies. President Donald Trump's second term continues to dominate headlines, with his administration highlighting major policy shifts in immigration, economy, and defense. Trump declared the U.S. as revived on social media, citing record low illegal border crossings in June and increased deportations. However, his approval ratings have reportedly dropped to 44.6%, with low approval on inflation handling at 36%. Additionally, controversies, controversy, include Trump's threats to withhold a Washington Stadium deal unless the NFL team reverts to the Redskins name, and ongoing legal battle over federal grants to Harvard University. Yeah, okay, so that's topic 1.
He reads as good as Chad. I'll say that.
Yeah. So I think this was a one and done for him, because I haven't seen him try to do news stories since, but I think he hadn't streamed for a couple days and didn't want to talk about Quad or Shmuel or Pat Dixon or anything. So this is what he came up with. But
well, he's not going to take Aaron's job or get a side chair with Aaron, because, again, Aaron's got that worked out, that whole radio DJ thing. So I think like I say, all these podcasters, they seem to have problems. They triple over all those super chats and everything. They're kind of like nervous when they read. Why, read the thing before you go on air with it. I don't know why nobody put show prep in. Am I wrong? Jay, am I too hard on him?
Yeah, but it's hard. No, I think, it's a part of it too, is you got to remember, like, a lot of these guys are like reading and doing something else. That's the problem. So it's not the reading itself, it's the reading and I'm trying to see how I look on camera, reading and how do I sound right now, reading
how do I throw a kiss at myself, right? How do I see who likes me in the room? Constant validation. I hear you.
Yeah, because they'll be reading some of them you can tell, like, not necessarily any individuals, but you can tell everybody at some point. They'll be reading a super chat, but you can tell out of the corner of their eye they're also reading that free chat, trying to see how everybody's responding. That's a tough task to try and balance all that.
Yeah. Trust me. I know. Like, I'm doing this now. I'm hosting, kind of, but I can't even keep an eye on the chat. Usually, when Mir's here, one of us can kind of keep an eye on the chat. One of us can run the other stuff. But if you're reading the chat while trying to like pull up screens to play or set up a clip and all that, it's almost too much. So his show for sure is based on just looking at chat, reacting to chat, whatever they say.
Hey, and in his defense, he's got all these women with these gigantic breasts all over the place. That's got to be distracting.
Yeah, that, and like, he's trying to, like, I think what he's trying to do, if I had to zoom out a bit, really, if I was zooming out a bit, I would say what he is trying to do is do kind of like a TRL style, watch the chat go, pop in some of the hits, you know what I mean? Talk a little, maybe pop in some news, pop in another hit song, bam. Here's Ghost Party. Everybody loves this one. Bam. You know what I mean? And I think that's kind of the general feel, what he's going for. But I think he is often swayed by people's opinion, which he can't do, because he's straight out of a pistol, man. This guy is he's great. He's just got to hone it in.
Now, Tommy, I got a question for you.
Sure.
this was brought up
Uh-oh.
on one of our streams, but do you think Karmic is end goal is to be a giant comedic, entertaining streamer, or is it to be a worldwide music producer / performer?
I don't know if I'm smart enough to even answer that, because my read on him is he wants to be loved and he wants to entertain, and that's all I get out of him. I think he'd be happy with anything he could succeed at, whether it's making more AI music and being accepted for it, or if it's learning how to do stand-up with Felicia. I think he could do crowd work. As you said, he constantly watches the friggin' chat. He should go to people's tables, read their reactions, try to do takes off of them. I think he has another pass at Felicia. She's always looking for somebody to go on the road with her and travel cross country and hang out with her. And she knows she's safe with him. 3 days.
Yeah, and we can get into
safe.
We can get into their meetup.
Did she even stay? Did she even stay with him though?
Oh yeah.
Do you know that? I don't think she stayed at his hotel, did she?
Yeah, she had right. She was right across from him. First, it was like it's like that song, like not what is it, Gold Digger. Like, first she pays for the plane, and then she pays for the car, and then she pays for the room. If I knew how the song went, I'd sing it for you. But that's what happened. He was there, and she was paying for everything, and 3 days with a woman out of the cabin in the woods. He could take off the things from Silence of the Lambs you see in the dark in your room. He was there with her in a hotel room, and it was a Ray DeVito situation. Why?
He DeVito'd it, bro. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It kind of felt like she was trolling though the entire time, because the first live that they did there, she was throwing pot shots like right off the bingo. Like, it was crazy.
Women flirt that way, though. They think that's adorable. They don't realize when they impugn your manhood, it's not making you want to be with them anymore. It's actually robbing you of your confidence. But they think, oh, we're just having cute banter. No, we're not. I'm starting to fucking hate you, and I want you to leave. Yeah. But they think it's cute. They don't know.
Yeah, so
I don't understand. Like, that was rough.
I think the general thing, Karmic used to drink and get on these like long rants about how he's gonna pleasure these women like Felicia or Taz, and how they're prime dime, top 10, perfect in his books, all this different type of stuff. And once it kind of got into that situation, it didn't necessarily transpire that way, but the way it did transpire, it was kind of like she was setting him up to become maybe a stand-up comedian, or at least like maybe they had this agreement like, hey, we'll go as friends and I'll get you on stage for the first time. I'll introduce you to these people. I'll take you out to these different places. So maybe it was like he kind of knew he wasn't going to get any going in, but
yeah, but like you said, he portrayed himself as this like vagina whisperer. And then the whole time he's with her, it's like, I can't hear you. And he's like, he didn't even make the effort. At one point, someone said, stare at her. And he went, it was like a Michael Jackson laugh, and he had to turn away. Give me a break. Come on. Put the effort in. Even Ray gets closer to women, even though he's disgusted by them and afraid of them. He still will actually sit next to one of them. You got to give him that much credit. I mean, he failed with like 37 of them over the last couple of years, but it doesn't matter. He at least sits next to them. I mean, they were there for 3 days. Come on. Something has to happen.
No doubt, bro.
I like the guy. I'm not trying to be a douche here, but especially people are watching. For your entertainment purposes, you would think he would have done more because people were watching.
Let's go back to this episode pre-meetup, because there's some interesting things that happen that get brought up in this episode, and I think he brings them up, or they get talked about, because he's trying to set the record straight on some things he had said before, but he wanted to set the record straight before he met up with Felicia, just in case. So this part he's talking about anal or something. I don't know. I don't have a good note on it, but let's
God
just watch
dang
it.
My opinion. So thank you, A. Thompson. I rectified it, but it's got to stop. Man of many inches. Ever F ho up the ass and pull out and put cock in ho mouth? I've never had sex with a woman anally before. That I have not. It's truth. Facts are facts. Well,
God
I am
dang
an
it.
anal virgin. Am I looking for it? Not really. Is a woman's ass the most beautiful thing on the planet? Yes. But I've never been in the situation where the passion was so intense that I had to go that route. I just haven't. But I haven't met a woman who's interested in that either. So,
Just
but
putting it out there.
V to the M, V to M. Never did A to M, but V to M. And yeah, that I can do.
Jeez.
See, these
But the future's so
abbreviations
bright,
goes
you never
very
know
well.
what the future.
But yeah, like at some point in this episode, like someone asked him about his the size of his piece. And I guess he had been like talking about it like being 8 inches or something.
Yeah. Naturally.
And in this episode, he like had to correct the record, and he's like, actually, you know, it's like I went and measured it in my parents' shop, and it's actually only like 7 1/3 inches. And I just have to be honest with you guys. Like I remeasured and all this. And the reason I think he brought that up was because he thought like he's meeting up with Felicia, and if it's like not what he said, then maybe she could call him out on it or something. But it's just like the stuff he brings up to talk about. It's like,
Is it possible sometimes they're giving up too much information? You know, discretion, the better part of valor. Maybe you want to keep back a little something for the element of surprise, you know.
yeah,
Yeah.
no doubt. And I
Well,
think he
does.
has an
He,
yeah. Go Mo.
well, I was just gonna say the other day, like I think it might have been before the original one that we watched, where he had that whole breakdown about his dad. I was like, what is going on? What happened? Like I got out for a second and got back in, and he had a whole emotional thing about his dad. I want to say he went on like a 15-minute thing about just his
Yeah,
dad.
yeah.
And
I mean,
started
there's
crying.
I
Good.
had seen a minute of that or two, and I don't know what the context of that was, but it's every episode it's someone's like a you know, an issue or something. I don't know.
I say
but-
break it up into segments of the show. Like first you start out and we got the music segment. We all dance and have like a little dancing monkey or something. And then next minute it's like, this is a part where I cry. And then you have a couch and he lays on the couch and he tells his problems to people who super chat him. I mean, if you can get free therapy and get money from it, damn, you got this thing knocked up. Come on, let's be serious here. I mean, who's doing that? Free therapy, free money?
I like it. I like the
Yeah, big
idea.
segments, you know, 15
No,
minutes in the hour. I cry. Now I got to get up and do something. I don't know. It's just
Now,
another
Tommy,
segment.
You said something about his desire to like find community or have friendship or do all this you know, be liked in this realm or whatever. So one of the things he brings up in this episode is he wants to do a powwow. And this kind of came out of nowhere. It was like he wanted to like, I guess like a couple of his moderators like MGD and Final Blob and a couple of these people, he made this plea to them on air, like, hey, can we do a private call? And we'll just watch a couple minutes of it because it's kind of bizarre.
I thought he was great on the show. No, that's a deal breaker. Pissing off Howard as Howard tried to set up something. Oh, but I digress. So here's another thing, people. I'm looking to do this thing called a pow-wow. I want to gather a group of people in this circle, like I'd like to talk to MGD. I'd like to talk to A. Thompson. If you guys want to have a private powwow where it's okay, just picture it. It's like this show, but it's just me talking with you guys off, and it's not live and broadcasted. It's just a private powwow, just to get to know.
Who am I getting feedback from over there? Is that you, Mo? From over there. Mo, let me mute you for a sec. Hello? Yeah. Sorry about that, Mo. I just muted you because I think your headphones were making noise, but yeah, so yeah, Tommy, it's kind of like what you were saying. He's looking for a community friendship to be liked. I don't know.
Be the leader, I would think, in this, right? He's the scoutmaster, or he's like the Billy Jack character with kids all around him and stuff. I mean, I guess because they look up to him, so he's like got that guru status. So how does he break down from that to just a regular guy? Look, I'm just one of you people. Forget the leather jacket. Forget the AI creations. It's just me and you in private chat. I mean, it takes away from the whole image, doesn't it?
It does. No, I'm hearing my mic's making too much noise. Is that what it is, Gina? I'm pretty sure it's Tommy's.
Mine? Sure.
I don't know.
Maybe I'll turn the headphones down. I don't want to be a problem.
Let me try muting you for a sec.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, see, that's I got the other two guys muted, so if the sound sounds good now, then it might be on their end. I think they're both having a little bit of issues, but yeah, let us know in the chat. I'm gonna unmute Tommy. Yeah, you kind of got some static, McNulty, so
Might be this microphone casing I made.
It's all good. I can hear you, and if the fans are having a hard time with it, it's no big deal.
No. If it's a problem, you could put me off for a while, and then I'll fix it, and then I can come back.
Yeah. And Mo, you can unmute when you get your shit figured out, but
just that for Mir, we got to do this the most professional way possible.
I know. I feel bad. I'm letting down.
You're running the ship
boss.
now.
Yeah. So,
he does lose it on occasion.
He does. Yeah. Let me get in. Let's do what every good show does when they stall out for a second. Yeah, Mo, I can still hear. Plug in your headphones. We're going to super chats.
Can't hear me.
I can hear you, but I can also hear feedback.
Now, for the audience, this is where you can get rid of me. You just say it's Tom. Just falsely accused, whatever. This is where you could pick the person, the weakest link, which would be me, because Mo is famous. Come on. And then you just say, Tommy's got to go. He's fucking up the whole production.
Exactly. Throw us any amount and we'll get rid of these guys. But nice podcast, stupid. Karmic didn't even try to smash Felicia. Maybe gay? Mo, I'm muting you for this.
He really should have made an effort. For the fans, for the super chat.
I don't think he's gay.
Look, I'll kiss her for $1.
Sheltered.
I'll do a MKE on her, $5. You know what I mean? Just do something for the fans. It's like not another race situation. Look, I'm here and with a girl. We don't have a clue what a man and a woman do together. That's crazy, especially because his life is already on the line. You're messing with Pat Dixon's woman. You got to look over your shoulder for the rest of your life. You might as well make it worth it.
It's true. This is like this is an all.
Pino knows deformed for life. I mean, it looks normal now, but you don't know what it's like. Crunchiness when he eats and stuff. Sleeping at night, night terrors. He learned.
Mo, we got to meet you again. Hey, Mo, turn on. Actually, let me see if I can do it. Hello. All right, Mo, I put on your echo cancellation and that helped. So, Mo, try talking.
Yeah. Is it my stuff that's making a noise or what?
No, we could just hear the because
okay.
you took out your headphones so we could hear the audio back in it. But now it's good. I turned on echo cancellation. So actually, I'm going to try that on you, Tommy, see if that helps.
Okay. I'm trying to back away from the mic.
I took them off because I thought they were.
Trying to stay back from it.
Yeah, I do background noise for you, Tommy. I don't know how much it helps. Yeah, some people, I think it's like.
So it's me, you say?
You both have issues, but they're different issues. But now I think we're good. So,
I'm
so
gonna have to go karmic on this and just say it's my fault. It's me. My whole life, they've all been out to get me. All of you. I'm just gonna pull a karmic here. It's me. The hell with all of you.
No doubt. So
I'm sorry.
We got a lot of karmic heads in the chat. So shout out to everyone who's watching, tuning in. Yeah, we're trying to break down. I had some more stuff to get to in this this leading up to it episode, but let's just get straight into the stream of them meeting up in Minneapolis because I think there's plenty. We can just watch this and just chill and just give a yelp if you want to say something, and I'll pause it. One second. Let me pull that one up. All right. So now we get into Friday night. And Friday night was the night where I guess they met up for the first time, but basically, yeah, they're in Minneapolis. What do you recall of this fateful night, Tommy?
This is when they went to Benihana, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And they both acted like it wasn't a big deal. And I think, if you're going to go to a place like that, get into it. Let them throw the shrimp and catch it, with your mouth. Don't crap on the place after you leave there. He claimed he wanted a steak. He should have told her. This is something you don't. She paid for everything. You don't knock it afterwards. Beforehand, you planned. All right. Let her know she got her money's worth. I don't know. Who do you think's bankrolling her? Do you think it was Taz to get him off of her? Do you think somebody has put the money up for Felicia? Where did Felicia come into money all of a sudden?
Well, I don't know. I think he's making a little bit of money too. So are we sure she paid for everything? Or maybe she paid for half, he paid for half? I don't know.
I think she paid for everything, but she's hoping to get most back from the amount they raised together. Because he mentioned money coming in, and he said he would share it with her, and she was like, "Oh, wonderful."
Yeah, I could see that. Is it a business thing, do you think, on her? I guess it could, because technically, like in the streaming game of the dab or whatever, like Karmic is like one of the main guys now, and Felicia hasn't been able to get a footing in the game, so she could be clout chasing him, kind of like, younger comics clout chase more experienced ones.
I could see her more going for him to frig with Pat. That's more like an Ashley thing. Ashley would be all over him for clout. I mean, Ashley's on top of Jake now. I mean, she'll hit anything. I mean,
Yeah, we could get into some Ashley talk too. I could try to get her to come on, and she's got the woman's take on all this. But yeah, no, I kind of initially thought this seemed like it was set up on those in that context, because we know Felicia was like Dixon's main chick for a long time. And then we knew Karmic was Dixon's biggest fan for a long time. And since they both had falling outs with him, it's like if two ex-girlfriends team up to like go after the ex-boyfriend and share secrets or something. Now it's like they're doing that too.
And like, what do they call it? That angry sex, that would be great. Like they're both, the time they're making it, they're like, fuck you, Pat. Yeah, take it, Felicia. Take it, Pat. You know, like they're both working the Pat angle while they're together. I can see that could be pretty fierce. I can imagine.
You think Felicia like called him Pat at all when he was there?
I think she fought probably the temptation to say, wear your hair like Pat would wear his hair. Smoke more like Pat would smoke. Wear this cowboy hat when we go to bed. That's what I think happened.
I believe it. You kind of got that sense, you know, when they're just chilling here. But why don't we watch some of it unless Mo wants to chime in? What is King Mo? What's King Mo thinking down there? I see we got some Mo heads in the chat. Or was that? So KB saying something about J Mo. J Mo. Shout out KB.
I don't know, man. I don't know,
What's
man.
up,
I really
King?
honestly, can you hear me?
Yeah. You're good.
I don't know, man. I think she put on a work this whole time. I think the whole thing was a work.
And it's all, you think it's for jealousy or revenge type thing?
Or do you like Mo? Maybe Mo is right.
No, I think I mean
she's gonna
honestly,
use
I
it
don't
on other
know.
shows.
I can't get my thumb. I can't really wrap my thumb around it because there's no way that she is this horny because she's been running around between her and Chad and her and Mr. Kill and it's just been a lot and it's just like she's throwing herself at all these different guys and then she shows up with him. It's just I think what it was is she already had this on her calendar and she probably convinced him to come down there, convinced him to probably split some money with her on the live, you know, whatever the case may be, because now she's got something to do while she's down there. You know, they're both lonely people, I think.
And she could use it to go on Kevin's show, another show, the Kiki and Ashley show. They could talk about it. So it's content.
Yeah, I think it could honestly just be innocuous to the point where it's like, hey, this could be something fun to do. Like this guy, I think she sees him and streaming is like, this guy's a trip. Like I want to meet him to see what it's really like. And maybe something comes out of it for content or relationship, or maybe it's just like, I don't know, like what else? It's not like she's taking time out of a busy routine. It's like kind of her thing to like be a traveling comedian anyway. So I don't know. Maybe it's not as like sinister as like it's just for revenge or just for, you know, nefarious purposes. But let's watch some of it.
It's a tradition at Compound. They used to bring in people from the bar. Guys like, you know, called Drunk Jimmy and all this. That's where Stevie Lou came from. He was some regular at a bar, and they dragged him over to Compound to watch the show, to be in an audience. And then he decided, hey, Gino makes this look so easy. You know, he doesn't do any fucking work as a comic. I could do that. I could be a comic. And Stevie Lou was born.
Well, that's the thing. Like, what do you think of
people in
like
Rex tables when it doesn't go as right again? Sorry.
You were around with Compound back in the day, been at Compound a million times. And then it's kind of like the people who were fans became
it was the bar. They would bring the bar over. That's how they got their audience.
But
and that's who you're entertaining. All these drunk people, stoned people, drugged up people. It's kind of like shooting fish in a barrel, you know, when you got people that are stoned out of their gourd. It's easy laughs, you know.
No, I get it. But well, look at how it's like the metamorphosis, because it was like, okay, those fans who came over from the bar, some of them ended up becoming recurring fans, and then some of them became like Stancil ended up becoming like a character, right?
Mm-hmm.
And doing his own show. Well, this is kind of happening in the dab now. Like Karmic was just a Dixon fan and an MLC fan, and now he's blown up, and now there's like, we're doing a show about him, you know. It's like he's like now a main thing. So it's kind of like it's like
it pays off at times. You're right. Absolutely.
It does. It's like everything kind of comes down, and then it's like the circle of life, basically. Like the replacements come in, and not to get all philosophical because this is a comedy show for you. But yeah, let's check out some of this.
Yep.
I'm feeling better. Last night I didn't feel so good.
Yeah.
I drank Crown Royal
Uh-huh.
last night and it didn't settle. Like I was discombobulated from the plane flight.
Yeah, me too.
Me too. And I don't know. It just felt like I needed a drink, but I think it was a little jittery.
Yeah.
I think so.
My ear is still fogged up quite a little bit.
Yeah, she's got a weird popping issue that's not taken yet.
Mm-hmm.
It'll probably pop 5 minutes before.
No, this is something I was thinking about. Do you think this is the first time he's ever actually been on an airplane?
I don't know. Would he gush about it more? Like, oh, they gave me something to drink and they gave me peanuts and stuff. Like, he didn't go all out fanboy over it, so.
That's true.
He must have been up there.
Where was the? So I saw a good chat about making JMO full screen. I'm gonna do it for a second. How do I switch it? There we go. Shout out JMO. All right. All right, we'll get back to it. Okay, yeah. So this episode starts off. They're kind of talking about it's like air. I guess he has the ear problem with the air that like kids have, where your air is like pops from the plane. He's not over it, but
You jump on the plane, I'm guessing.
Oh God.
Making your whole weekend miserable. That's the last thing Felicia needs. More misery. But I digress. Thank you, Conley, Jump and Slash. And to answer your question, yes. One of us is wearing pants. That is true. We got MJ Ranger 201 up in this piece. $1.99. Carm, I just tuned in. Introduce us to your friend. This is my friend.
What's up, AJ Ranger? I
What?
feel short. I need to get taller. Here we go.
Should I shrink a little bit to
There.
feel good?
Now I'm better.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, this is Felicia Gillespie. She is a comedian.
I am.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Karmic is going to do an open mic tonight. First time ever. I'm hooking him up.
She put me on the spot. She wanted to book a gig while she was up in the cities, but she had a little trouble getting in the last minute. So
Yep.
she's gonna do some. She wants to do open mic, and she wants me to follow, so I get to follow.
No, you're not going to follow
Okay,
me.
I'm not gonna follow.
You're not
Okay,
gonna
good.
follow me.
Because that would be brutal, but I would survive after.
You would survive.
I would survive. I could make an ass out of myself and kind of go
Yep.
away unscathed, pretty reasonable. But
You told me you were interested in doing open mic. So there's a bar open mic in town that's been running forever. I know the guy who runs it. I
Mhm.
signed you up, and then I told you I signed you up.
that's right. And voila. So that's what's going on tonight. Karmic is gonna bomb.
Yeah.
now Tommy from
Yes.
from the stand-up comedy, and you've seen every stand-up comedian, right?
I've been dabbling in comedies since I was 17. Definitely. What's the
Now
question?
on that first Karmic stand-up appearance, how do you think it went for a first timer?
I think he had a lot of guts. I mean, I can think of worse, routines that people have done. Melton himself. Melton has good material, but Melton ran off practically crying. He was traumatized. Did you ever see that one?
Yeah, and that was like when he's been doing it for a long time too, right?
Yeah, somebody started yelling drugs, whatever they were yelling. And he had to actually be held and escorted off like he couldn't move. He was like frozen and all traumatized. And the host went out there and hugged him and walked him off this thing.
Yeah, it was really
It didn't
sad.
happen to Karmic. Yeah, it was kind of sad. But he's made up for it. But
Well,
Karmic
that's the thing.
was very good, man. Karmic, he tried. he didn't prepare. Again, why don't they prepare?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I'm impressed that he did it. I'll give him props, and actually thought it was fine. It was good, whatever. But
He
the
had
fact,
comfort level. You have to give him credit for a guy in his, like, I don't know. He seems like a shy guy, and yet he got up there in front of strangers and gave it a go.
right, exactly. For him coming out of nowhere to a new city, not that it makes it any easier or harder, probably to do it in a random external city, but I'll give him a lot of credit for doing it. And especially if it went down like this, where Felicia signed him up without him knowing and said, "You're doing it." I guess that's probably the best way to do it. Because he doesn't, it's like,
And I say he should have banked that confidence, that drive. What do you call it? That adrenaline. As soon as he got off, he should have said, "I am so turned on right now. Let's go right to the car." He should have tried his way with Felicia. That's just my feeling. You know, I would have said, listen, this is like a drug. I can't stop now. I got a monkey on my back, and I'm climbing on, baby. And he should have went for it. And she could have fought him off. She could have said no, but I would have said, look, you introduced me to this. You brought this on. It's not my fault.
yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I think he can
wrong?
build.
Am I doing something illegal here? Is this? Would you not have been excited for having tried something new and said, "Hey, this weekend is outrageous. Let's see how far this can go. I'm all in." No,
Is that? Do you think that's? I think it was.
Don't you think he thought it was a date of some sort? So as high as it went, don't you think he thought, well, it could go higher? It could go higher.
Well, and that's the thing. I think that's why he seemed pretty happy about the whole weekend and everything that happened. So it sounded like whatever transpired, that's what was kind of set up to transpire, or that's how he wanted it to transpire, or whatever. But yeah,
because he's shy. There were moments when he actually asked for help. He was like, "Look, the audience wants me to kiss you. The audience wants me to stare at you." There were times when he was trying to like get a reaction from her and more push from the people in the chat, and it might have fell flat or whatever. But there was that moment where he was on a precipice and he was like, "Hey, guys, push me towards her. I'm ready. Push," and it just didn't come through. You know what I'm saying? So he tried. He was hoping for a little more, I guess, dominance from her. I don't know, more of a green light or something. I think.
Yeah. Now, one thing that came up in this episode, I'm just going to play Misery Loves Clips version of it.
Chuck, I've been talking too much, but you should have a call-in number because we should be listening to a woman's perspective on this.
Yeah, that's a good point. Let me see if I can send the link to. Let me see if Cummings will come on.
Or anybody from the chat. Kay's a woman. Gina's a woman.
Yeah, Bobinski, you want to come on? Lady KB, one of you two. Gina said, of course, Gina says, send KB the link, and KB says, oh, she disappeared now. So, Bobina, you come on. I'll send you the link. Yeah, we need a woman's perspective on all this because, we're just homies.
Ashley, because she'll jump on us at any invite, but she's not truthful. A lot of times she's not honest.
Yeah.
She'll say things that make her look good instead of being honest.
You might have a point there. I'll give that to Bobina. Bobina, you got the link, so jump on. Yeah, Matt, I'm in bed. You don't have to come on camera. Just jump on voice for a bit. I'm in bed too. Yeah, right. All right. Well,
think they're together? No, I doubt it.
I mean, they could be. Audio's horrible. Nah, it's McNulty's got a little buzz, but that's the late night vibe we do, around here. So
banging out with, Peach Jim Beam.
Yeah. Well, let me find this.
Next time I wonder.
Shit. Yeah, here it is. So you saw this. Now, one thing I found interesting about his trip to Minnesota was it seemed like he. What's up, Mo?
Hey, I'm back.
All right, yeah, it sounds better on your phone. I was gonna say one of the things that sounds better, or one of the things that didn't make sense about this trip is it sounded like he quit smoking cigarettes. He decided to quit smoking. He decided to quit drinking, and he decided to. And then at this point, he starts asking about drugs from someone. So let me pull this up, and we can watch this.
Okay. So is comedy places known for having blow on hand? If that's the case,
Sometimes I don't participate in that,
Yeah.
but yeah, typically not. Well, sometimes it is the manager, but sometimes it is the local comics who hang around over the
Mhm.
course of the weekend.
all right.
But yes, you can get drugs very easy.
It seems like the number one place to come across some interesting stuff, but I tell the manager I'm intrigued.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Oh, you
but,
won't? Okay. You don't want to be involved
no, sir.
on any level.
Nope.
I don't blame you. Gotta keep your name clean, Felicia.
That's right.
That's for damn sure. I concur. And I think this is Devo's idea of what a mongoloid looks like. And just a successful guy.
That looks like you
Oh God.
with a hat on.
There's a reason I don't wear hats, people. I don't want to be compared to a mongoloid. That's what he's supposed to be, I guess, according to Devo.
All right, McNulty, what do you make of that?
He took it the wrong way. She didn't mean it like that, but she meant he looks, he looks like the guy on the cover, not Mongoloid.
Well, I thought the guy on the cover kind of looked like Tom Brady, so I don't know, like.
Yeah, it wasn't put that way. I see it. He looks to me like the guy in 16 Candles that was like showing people the underwear for $1.
Oh, yeah.
So I see when I look at him, but I see the older Anthony Michael Hall when it was starting to go downhill.
No, I see that too, but what about this thing about him trying to find blow, as he calls it? Do you think he's actually like into doing that, or was he trying to like be cool, or like where did that come from out of nowhere?
I think he would have done it. I think he just trying to hang with her and went and learn the language of the land. One in Rome. It's like we're in a comedy club. Hey, we all know about Gino, Stevie Lou. I mean, come on. It's like a given. You wouldn't even carry their luggage for them because you don't know what you're being implicated in. It's like, well, that's all on you, man. I wouldn't go through the metal detector with Gino because, again, you don't know what him or Stevie Lou have on them. I keep a safe distance if I see him at an event in case there is a raid. And he probably figured that I'm around comics. This is what comics do. I'll do a flow. I'll get up there, just comedy, And he winged it without the blow. Good for him.
How incredible was it that Gino, Keanu, Felicia were all visiting the state of Minnesota for different reasons, all at the same time? Like, do you think, what do you make of that? Like, because I know you're a big Gino guy too, Tommy.
Oh, yeah. Me and Gino are very close. You know that.
Yeah.
He gives good hugs. I'm not going to lie. You have a hard time breaking from him. He just really commits to it.
Shout out, Gino.
Yeah. I actually like Gino. No, I think that they had a better time not being at the Aaron thing because that Aaron thing is just another court case waiting to happen. You got Gino up there and he's trashing the ex and this and that. And he's paid to do that by Aaron, which is a complete violation. Nick is there somewhere. And Nick's like, oh, this is all good. Yeah, keep it coming, bitch. We're going back to court. That's going to happen. So I think it was good he steered clear of Kiki and Gino. That's all I can say.
No, totally.
I don't know if that answered the question, but you're trying to say all this comedy talent in this state at the same time. It's amazing. You don't know which show to go to, but I say no. You want to steer clear of the Aaron show.
Yeah, that's become way too much drama up on that side. But Mo, what's your take on that clip about him asking for blow?
I mean, I don't know. Here's the deal, man. I think honestly, again, I think the whole issue is he grew up kind of like sheltered. He's a sheltered guy. Like I don't think he ever really left his town. I think he thinks he's being cool. I think that's what it is, to be honest with you. That's the leather jacket and all that. It's what he thinks is cool, man. And to his credit, he's pulling it off.
He is, man. Like, and I didn't try to make that last episode that the Lifeforms Karmicx. That wasn't necessarily to like attack him or go at him about anything.
You better never. You better not. Not in my presence.
It wasn't, and it was more. It is impressive how. Now there was a huge catalyst, and we didn't even really cover like the last like two months of craziness in that episode. But it was just kind of more about like watching a guy who's starting out, doesn't know what exactly he wants to do, but has some concepts of what he wants and what he envisions, and how it transformed into like consistently just streaming nonstop. Eventually, you know, he found his voice, he found his format, and boom, look, he's like one of the bigger guys on YouTube, at least
He's
in our
doing it
realm.
alone. He doesn't have like a manager. He doesn't have like 4 or 5 brothers. He's like the Jackson one. He's got the leather jacket, and that's it. Just one guy.
Well, he's got Final Blob. He's got Final Blob running his music. He's kind of like his agent, manager type guy. So
I heard that, but they had a split up. I think they broke up, didn't they?
Who knows? But I know like that.
I don't
He's
want to speak on
instrumental.
two gentlemen's relationship, but that was the last I heard. I mean, I heard that they broke it off.
Breaking news here at Mere Musk. We got a update. Yeah. So fuck. I know Mir had some time codes on this episode, but I say we just watch some of the weird like interactions. And this is like when.
Oh yeah.
This is when they're basically the first night that they're hanging out. So I think there's still some like, I don't know, hope or I don't know. Like it's just assessing. We can watch and assess what it's like.
Cute. We are cute together. Wow. Don't worry, folks. We're just 2 people. Chilling, living the dream.
She couldn't be further away from him, by the way.
Going to see her set. I'm just so pumped about that.
Oh my God.
Less than 4 hours. We're going to be lighting up the crowd.
Less than 4 hours, I'm going to be embarrassment to myself and to everybody in the room.
Nope.
Watch.
It's going to be great.
Well, thank you for your vote of confidence, Felicia, but I'm too ingrained in my own mediocrity to believe.
Okay. All right.
Which just sucks. But hey, what can I tell you? So is comedy places known for?
Oh shit. I randomly went to this part, so let's just push up, see what this guy says.
Thank you kindly, beloved chatter. I was talking about you fondly today with Gilly. I said some of the super chatters are very well good at the art of writing, and beloved's one of them. I feel. So thank you,
He's
beloved.
a killer.
Spaghetti Factory. Gilly, what are the odds Karn gets it in tonight?
0. I just met the man. 0.
Yeah.
Or unless you're talking about a tight 3-minute set in a bar, he's getting that in tonight. We're gonna see how that goes.
Yes.
The odds of that happening, 100%.
We'll just edit the bar talk and just leave it. What are the odds Karm gets in tonight? And you saying he is getting it in tonight. Just cut it out. We'll make it. It'll make me look better.
Are you
Doom clip it.
nervous? Are you nervous?
No,
Okay. That was too high pitched.
I'm not nervous. Me?
Oh my god. Okay.
I am fine.
All right.
If you believe it or
I
not.
don't believe it.
It is fun.
That's
I
all
don't
right.
believe it.
There might be a little
Where she is
trepidation, but it kind of comes naturally with this room, I guess.
Okay.
Not doesn't look like a lizard all the time. Like sometimes she actually looks very pretty.
Yeah. So,
Diggity.
Tommy, how does she compare on these streams like this one versus IRL? Because there's a lot of like different lore and hypothesizing about Felicia. Like we've all heard she's 200 pounds. We've all heard like all these different things about her, but she looks pretty good.
I'm going to say she can't be 200 pounds because she's very low to the ground. She would have trouble getting back up. That's just
Yeah.
That's
Rumor is it's all in the legs, but that's just the rumor. I've never seen anything from the shoulders. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if any of us were like close, like Final Blob is, we would have told him to like weigh Felicia when he was there. But a woman saying she is not 200 pounds. She's all.
Well, how do we know? How do we know that? First of all, how do we know that Kay knows that? And secondly, how do we know Kay's not 200 pounds?
I don't, but I do know Tom Myers said $3 super sticker. So shout out Tom Myers.
Girls lie about their weights. Never listen.
Oh shit, Tom Myers didn't he meet up with Felicia, or he's tight with Felicia too? So he could have been a good
Tom Myers,
Yeah.
a fellow Maryland person. Good to see.
It's good egg.
Good egg.
Yo, I'm actually 300.
Say about him, and that's rare.
You see, and so if we could just get the two of y'all side by side, then we could know. Because then we know you're 300, and then if she's bigger or smaller, then we know. You get the math.
Well, like you know how Chad did his death pool, we could do like a weight pool, and like
I love it.
people can super chat us a bunch of money and guess her weight, and whoever's closest get all that money plus Chad's 500 plus Kevin's 1,000 plus.
Oh, it's like guess the jelly beans.
Now, Pat,
how many jelly beans are in there? I like it.
Thinking of one of those skits where she's a witch, you know, anything to do away with her, you know, weighing her, weighing a chicken. I can just see it in my mind right now.
Yeah, there's a ton of ways to try it out. I mean, I don't think she's going to be on board. I think that's a touchy subject. But I mean, to be fair, none of us here said that. None of us were the ones that put out that claim that she was 200 pounds. That was already out there.
No, if I had to guess, maybe like 135, 125. But I don't know.
I mean, how tall is she? Because that really could play like into it. You know?
She's very tall. But if she is 200 pounds, then she's got like a little tiny head. And that would be very freakish to look at.
Well, it's hard to tell because Karmic is such a wiggle worm. He like wiggles in like real close and then wiggles back out. So it's really hard to get any kind of like.
Well, look at her head. This head can't weigh more than like 2 pounds, and Karmic's weighs like 100 pounds. Look how big that shit is.
Well, she does have wide shoulders now that I'm really looking at it. Look at her shoulders versus Karmic's.
True, and they say bone weighs more than fat or something, right?
I would
Or
think
muscle, one of those, yeah.
said he wiggles in and out. I would think it would be rough for him to figure out how to approach her because part of me says she was with Pat, so she wants it rough. She wants a guy.
CK says 150 tops. That may be true. I mean, how tall?
She's traumatized, and she wouldn't want quick movements. So it's a dilemma.
Well, and because Pat's like he's a rough and tumble guy, right?
Yeah. But Karmic, I mean, how does he figure out what approach to use? You know, forceful, not forceful.
Yeah.
You know, she's damaged. So she has to send the clues on what he's to do.
Now, if history repeats itself, like we were kind of talking about at Compound, and like the fans became the content eventually. Now, let's say Karmic is the new Dixon, and that means in this timeline, Karmic is going to have to punch his rival streamer. Who is that? Who is going to be the Gino in this situation? Like 3 to 4 years down the road.
I'm going to say Chad
Ooh.
because she seems to have an attraction for Chad also.
You could see Chad and Karmic in the same place, and then like Chad being like, "Hey, what's up, Karmic?" and Karmic hitting him. I could see that.
No, Chad can beat up puppets pretty damn good, so I don't know. But then again, I think Chad's a small guy like Stancil, so he might actually look down towards Chad. So I don't know.
I'd take Karmic against Chad, I think.
Yeah, it's hard to say, man. It's hard to say because I think Karmic is like a Midwest Minnesota goon. I think he's like super. Is he tall? Wasn't he like 6'3" or something? Or is he only?
Yeah, he is tall.
He's like a big ginger, man. Those guys are crazy. Like you gotta like.
You don't want to
But
fuck with him.
fed, and he probably works the fields, you know. When he
Exactly. All his strength is in his forearms. He's
Yeah.
a danger to society if he gets.
anger,
You know?
pent up anger inside. We've seen that.
No doubt he's been called all kinds of names. All kinds of names in that town. Something tells me his town a little bit small-minded. They're not ready for
Dude, he's
disco.
scaring me
dance.
right now. Just look at him. Look at him. The look he's giving us is scaring me already.
That's like
He's ready to go.
that's like a Stanley Kubrick villain right there. You know, he's like staring down at the.
pack of cigarettes up in the arm, and I'm like, I don't want no part of it.
Well, he's a good guy. He's trying to figure it out. Like I said, I think it's crazy that he's trying to do it in front of everybody, but he's definitely trying to. But I don't think he's had a whole lot of social interaction. Obviously, like I don't think he knows the rules of social interaction.
So pound for pound, toughest guys in the dab right now. I know we got Dixon and Karmic right up there around 1 and 2, but there's probably some other contenders. Who are some of the other badass guys that we got? Because I know Toe, like he boxes, but he's kind of been clowned a lot lately, and he's down. His stock is down. But who are some of the other badasses?
I don't know. Possibly our next president, Joey C.
Noga says Ava, that newcomer.
I don't know how healthy Joey is. He'd have to. do
Drunken
this-
Donut says it's me, which yeah, that's true. MKE,
That is true.
of course. Well, this guy knows too. Look, this guy's got head tats. So
MKE seems like a nice guy. He doesn't seem like the violent type, but then again, he could hurt you and not know he's hurting you because he's, I just
Yeah.
see it happening, unintentionally hurting somebody.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's like. I don't think he's. Yeah, I don't think he's like a crazy, like out of control guy
He's
either.
like a
but I
nice
think-
guy.
Yeah, but he's
Here,
definitely.
he's two people. He's the nice
Mm.
guy, and when you talk to him normal, he's a nice guy. Then you put alcohol in him, and he's like stone retarded. Can I say that? Are you allowed to say that on YouTube?
you can say it. You can say
All
it
right.
here. Yeah.
So, but without the alcohol, nicest guy in the world. Alcohol, Mongo with the alcohol. And,
Are we talking Karmic?
No, MKE.
Oh,
I
MKE.
think- Yeah, I think he could hurt somebody. He was.
Oh yeah, he's a big goon too, isn't he? Like he's like 6'4" or 6'3", something like that.
Right.
He's another big goon. All these goddamn. I mean, I'm 6 foot, but I mean these guys are giant gingers, man. You gotta watch it.
Oh, I know, dude. I can answer this. I know who is try to keep it clean. A psychotic. I met Kevin Brennan, and that's a fact. He chased me in the street to fight me for absolutely no reason whatsoever.
Now, when was this?
I was coming out of compound. I'm walking down the sidewalk. He was heading towards compound to have a fight. That day he knocked the power out and all that. And as I'm walking, he looked at me, and I looked at him like, hey, how you doing? Like, I recognize you. But I've never met him before. And I never had any problem with him. And he just like, oh, you want some? And he came at me. And I ran to the street. And then I'm like, what's going on? Then he like walked away, like, you better stay away from me. And as he's walking, I started to follow, like, to see what's going on. He chased me. I'm not making any of this up. He chased me again. I ran back in the street into traffic. He goes into the building, and I just peek in the building to see if he went upstairs. I want to know what's going on. And he's in the elevator looking like, I dare you to come in the building.
No, he's got it in him. He's definitely got it in him because you heard in his reaction to my video, he looked right in the camera and goes, I ain't that little. he's definitely got it.
He's He goes right to town, man.
He's
nuts.
Irish. He's Irish. He's crazy.
And he wasn't drinking. He was just sober, straight up psychotic. And then
Mo, interview Tom for a sec.
Oh.
I just got to run to the bathroom.
Yeah, go pee-pees. Go make sissies.
you know
Interview
what?
Make
Tom
sissies.
about
Go make
Tom.
sissies.
The bottle just the desk. That's what a man would do, but
So, Tom, tell us about yourself, my friend.
nice. Who cares? I'm more interested in you. How many
Really?
shows you been on, man? I'm envious. I get banned by everyone. I'd like to hear you actually have interactions with these people.
Oh, man, I'll be up front with you. I haven't had a ton of interactions with too many folks, but
Yeah,
I
but
seem to have
it's
I
fun,
set
right?
fire a little bit.
And you stay true to yourself. You say what you're thinking. You never had to kiss anybody's ass. You didn't have to super chat your way into people's hearts. You actually just had a situation and you're you. I mean, how can you not love that?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm really just lazy. Like, can you imagine trying to put a character together and keep that going for a long time? Like, that's a lot. I don't want to do that. These guys that put together like a voice every time they get on, like I can't. That's a
But
lot.
at least that's an effort. This dude, I'm the only guy in the Dabbleverse who feels this way. But that Clearwater Chad, I don't get it. I don't understand it. I'm doing an impression of this guy, but I'm exactly myself. I'm doing an impression of this guy. I'm exactly myself. Every show has him on. I mean, he's probably a nice guy. I get that, but I don't get it.
Well, some might say he's being chowed, but I mean, but by the dabbler in them, but you know, it's hard to say. I don't know if he's in on it or what. I don't know. You know, but I understand exactly what you
Is it
mean.
part of the Make-A-Wish Foundation? That was a wish he had. Is he somebody's cousin? I don't understand what's going on.
Well, I mean,
Honestly, I don't get it. But it's not envy talking. It's not envy.
yeah.
It's just, I look at it and I'm like mesmerized. I'm like, what's he going to do? It's like, he's going to do absolutely nothing. All right, what's he on for? Nothing. He's just hanging out. How did he arrive? Where did he come from? Oh, see, Mo, you doesn't want to talk about it. All right, Mo, I'm sorry. I don't want to get you in any political thing. I'm sorry.
No, I think he was doing SJ stuff big back in the day. So you know how like a lot of these guys, I noticed this too. Like Tommy, there's like people like you who are like from Compound or Censored or whatever, and then there's like all these other like Howard Stern people, and they don't necessarily cross over. Now they're starting to a little bit with some of these like newer guys, but like. And I guess like, but with Stuttering John being gone, but there's people who came into Stuttering John who didn't know about like Kumia or any of that shit. So you're more.
I gotta say, Chow, Stuttering John. Again, some people like him, whatever. He's not a comic. He was never a comic. Any day of his life was he ever a comic? Why do we pretend he's got comedy chops when he doesn't? I don't even understand how he failed his way up to the top. I don't understand it. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
What does it all mean? You know, Stevie Lou is a comic. Okay. John is a comic. Okay. What happened to comics? If these guys are comics, what happened to comics? All right, I don't want to depress the audience. I'm sorry. I don't want to depress people.
as far as like comedy goes now, like I think Joe Rogan said basically if you do comedy one time, then you're considered a stand-up comedian for the rest of your life. So if Karmic is now a stand-up comedian officially, like that's just Rogan said it. Rogan made the rules.
I think he's got a better shot than Stevie and Stuttering John. I'll give him that.
Where do you, if he realistically tried to do comedy and moved to a city and did it all, like how long until he passes Ray? Do you think?
Oh,
like,
Ray. Oh, I don't know. Ray. I've seen Ray's act, and I don't get it. Get it. But he definitely kids say he's a comic, you know, he's a comedian or something. Oh God, it's so weird.
Imagine
I
Karmic on Kill Tony.
How was he? Horrible.
No, just imagine if he was on Kill Tony. I think he would probably be a little bit of a hit.
Who? Ray or Karmic, basically.
Karmic.
Karmic would be better.
Karmic, okay.
No, Karmic. I think Karmic, if he were to get his name pulled on that show, I'm just telling you, I think that now I'm not sure it would be long lasting or anything like that, but there's enough that he seemed like he was a lot less nervous on that stage than he is in front of the YouTube camera.
I can see
Yeah.
I can see him coming out of the shell and warming up to it, and he does improve as he goes along. He does seem to improve. You know, there's something for him. I don't know what it is, but there's something for Karmic. Something's coming, I gotta say.
He's just got to keep doing what he's doing and stop letting other people tell him what he needs to be doing. That's really what it boils down to, because what he did to himself kind of got him where he's at, and he needs to remember that, you know. So little bits of that coming out every now and then is not a problem. I watched him today kind of correct himself when he was like, "Fuck," you know what I mean? And it's like, but you got to let some of that out, because that's who you are now. You created that now, but it really is who he is. So he can't stop being himself just to please, like, I don't know, like
He is
a
interesting.
couple people.
Gotta say, Chow, you gotta cut me out, man. I gotta hit that bathroom, man. That booze is going through me. I'm like,
Yeah.
jittery, man. But I appreciate you having me on the show. God bless.
You done? You done for the night?
Yeah, because my cat's meowing. She wants to go to bed. And guy upstairs
brother.
is stomping on the fridge
Appreciate
floor.
you, Tommy. Go follow him on Twitter,
Love you
you guys. Yeah, you're a king. Later, bro.
Bye, nice to meet you.
All right. Now we got pristine audio for the people. So that was Tommy McNulty. He's an OG of OGs. He makes some funny ass shit, but yeah, we are getting a little bit of buzz from him, so it's all good if he bounces. But yeah, now we got two real G's here with Mega G and J Mo. I see we got Chow. Harry Dunn says, "Wow, Chow and J Mo 1-on-1. This is it. This is it, you guys. This is what the future looks like right here. You got me and J Mo working the stream game, but to reset a little bit, Mo.
Yeah.
This is the night before they're going out for the open mic, and I didn't really time code anything in particular in this episode, but I just want to watch a little more towards the end.
There's so much. I don't even think that, to be fair, anywhere you click on there, you're gonna get something, because there was so much. The only thing I really want to catch is when Felicia, when they do their scaling 1 to 10. I won't spoil it.
Ooh, okay. Let me just play from here, and then let me do a search.
You know what I'm talking about. So, like, I can't remember how far along they were. It was pretty deep. It was pretty deep in, but it took a lot of the air out of the room.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's a super chat about it.
Three. Carm, what color panties is Felicia wearing right now?
He doesn't know.
Well, it's up to her. I wouldn't
You
know.
can guess.
I can guess. I'm gonna guess light purple.
You're close.
Am I?
I'm gonna guess
Oh, what?
beige.
Yeah, I won't look.
You're close, but no.
No?
I forgot.
You forgot?
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just had a light purple come to mind.
It's that woman's intuition you have.
That I have.
Ladies above the belly
I
button
have that in
briefs.
spades, ladies and gentlemen. The female intuition. Go to gay 90s bar, which is just Tuesday for Karmic. Thank you.
We will.
Yeah. Consider it done. Serenity now.
Damn, you got speed read.
I know. There's
Nuts.
just too much.
It's all right though.
It is all right. And I mean, I appreciate the interest, but I'm not used to this much interest.
Yeah.
It's definitely a learn. Okay. The The W Hotel Bar in Minneapolis is good on the weekend and usually has EDM music, electronic
We
dance.
gotta
music.
go.
We could if you're up for
I'll
that.
look it up. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Immediately.
What?
Immediately. And I've just been going with it.
What's the ick?
You don't want to know.
Me and
It's a joke.
is it a joke towards me?
The ick, yes.
So-
Yes,
no,
it's
the
a
ick
good-
is when something grosses you
Oh,
out
no.
or like, I don't know, cringy or something like that. So the
Icky.
kids are calling it the ick.
Mm.
know? I'm pretty sure that's what the ick is.
So I'm icky.
Yeah.
I'm retarded
No.
and icky. Well, mentally challenged people are bad at keeping their hands clean, so I can see that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not that dumb. I can I can discern that the mentally challenged. Okay, let's get off the
Yeah.
poor folk. They didn't ask to be that way. I'm ruining this show.
You got this. You
Got
this.
nothing.
He's nervous.
I've been losing to Gilly.
Yeah, so first time they met, basically, this is the episode. Go back and check it out. But she signed him up for a stand-up gig. They went and played Jenga. Now, something that comes out of it is like he had never played Jenga or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you hear about this? Like he was holding up the machine. I think he's talking about it here. Oh, here's the staring contest part too. So we'll just watch from here.
Felicia.
I don't care.
I've been losing to Felicia a lot lately. Excuse me, my voice. Hey-o. I've been losing to Felicia every which way. So I gotta at least cinch one win,
Yep.
possibly. So that, yeah, for $2, you want to do a staring contest? Probably not. Or, okay. The lady has spoken, Peter Sky Parker. So there.
I'm just sticking it to PSP.
Yeah, he's a bit of a stinker. He can be. Thank you, PSP. Ken.
What's up? What's up, Mo?
No, he just said stinker. I love it.
Yeah, his lingo is on point. He does man, he's on cloud 9. You got to admit that when he met up with her. So
You can tell there's a bit of a change of tone and from one live to the next. So from this one to he's still got a little hope in the next one after the stand-up show, after the open mic, because I think he was really riding that pretty high as well, and I'm sure she was pouring on the compliments, you know.
yeah, let's watch a couple minutes of that. I'll pull it up. So now this is that same. Is this after the stand-up or the day after?
I think that one. Let me see. Are they in the? They're in the. Let's see. I think this might be the day after. That might be the day after one, right?
Yeah. Well, we'll watch it.
Took a shower with him
I
today.
did.
I declined, but the
Okay.
offer's on the table.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like giving people options. I think I do enjoy giving people options that are, even if they don't agree, I like to have choices for the individuals I spend time with. But I digress. Holy shit, Johnny Carson.
Yeah.
Whoop, 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 whoop. I can't yell loud.
Yeah.
Johnny Carson gifted 5 Karmicx Live memberships. We're going to go ahead and air one it up. There's a lot of shitheads that are bothering me, so I digress. Karmicx, you're gushing. Am I victim mature? Tim's totality. Just good natured ribbon, Carm. Love you, Gilly. It's all good, man.
All right, let's watch. You don't mind watching the stand-up, do you?
No, man. Actually, I'll be upfront before we even turn it on. Not bad. It wasn't as bad as you would think. He was he kind of found his little pocket. Now there's definitely like he was nervous, but I mean, I'm telling you, it seemed like he was more comfortable up on that stage than he is in the one that he's in right there, for sure.
No doubt. Let's just watch it.
Yeah.
Karmic, that's my name. I didn't ask for this name. I decided to go streaming on this little thing called YouTube. I actually have a real name, and I stuck with the handle, the weird name that everybody has on the internet. So I'm a little regretful I can't really go back in time and give people a new first impression of a name proper to what I have. And that is absolutely nothing. I have nothing. This is my first time doing stand-up, people. Woo! It is the first time I watch stand-up, too. Live, I must state that. I'll be live in front of a real live audience. So it has taken me a little while to get accustomed to this new thing. So here's the thing is about me. I live up north, northern Minnesota. I live in the middle of.
I mean, I'll just say this. Like, I don't know what good comedy is versus bad comedy or stand-up, but he looks just as good at stand-up comedy or just as comfortable, like kind of standing up there, like kind of rocking back and forth doing. He looks just as good as like basically anyone doing it. So
I can't imagine like. I mean, for sure, it's definitely open mic, but it's really like the reason why I say I think he would probably do well in something like a Kill Tony is because his hand movements and everything are so sassy and so extravagant. Like it's gonna draw attention, and he seems like he's fine. Like if you were to give him critiques and give him like a set amount of time, I don't think that he's any worse than some of these guys that are calling themselves comedians, for sure.
yeah, I think he's got like a lot of the skills and stuff to do it, like with the sound of his voice, like the mannerisms that his face makes and like how his eyes get all like crazy and shit. And like, I think he can like do some certain things like that would like work really well as like if you wanted to be a stand-up comedian. But of course, like the number one thing is you got to be able to like come up with jokes or write jokes. But nowadays you can just get all your jokes. You can just have AI write you like all your stand-up jokes. So he's almost like he could like just use his A because he's an AI genius. Everyone knows that. He's the smartest AI ever.
Now, speaking of that, do you know if he like does he write the lyrics, or is he letting like AI? Is he like typing keywords in like dragon bull guy and then just letting it have its way?
From what I know, a lot of the stuff he wrote the song, like the lyrics, the track, all that, like, or he orchestrated or organized it a while ago, and now he's running old music through AI. So I assume most of the stuff, like his lyrics, like he wrote. Now, in true AI form, I assume eventually his AI will become so powerful that it'll eventually replace him in making the music. So
Yeah.
I don't know how it's going to happen then, but I assume all this like generation 1 and OG stuff is like that came from his brain or like whatever. He like wrote that with like keyboard and he came up with at least a lot of it before AI even existed. So because I've heard him like say before, like, yeah, this song, I wrote this one 15 years ago, but here it is.
And then by putting it into AI, he can actually, hear it the way I imagine he has the song in his brain, and so he tweaks that AI song to be that, so Godspeed to the young man. He's made a living out of it, I can't hate for sure. He's doing better than me.
Yeah, for now, but you're on the come up too, like with some of this shit. So it'll be interesting to see how the AI music, because one of the things we didn't mention, but the chat was telling us about, and it was in that last episode, is he's now coming out. He has a new website and he's got his new album release. So it's called Hot Shot, and he's coming out with an actual album vinyl record, and it's going to be his AI music, but I guess he's going to try to get some artist credits out of it or something. I don't know. I really don't know how the music world works. So
it's called Hot Shot, you said?
Hot Shot, I think, is the name of what the album's going to be called.
I wonder if he knows that that's what. Maybe I should tell. A hot shot is what happens when a heroin addict takes a bad dose.
Yeah. I was thinking it was had some negative connotations in a couple different arenas.
Which I mean, at this point, just call it fentanyl. But
yeah,
but
exactly.
yeah, that's what a hot shot is. That's what a hot shot is when somebody takes a hot shot. I mean, it's got a bad thing. Anyway, that's not important.
I mean, he's the artist, and we're the suits in this situation. So us telling him like, hey, don't do this because it could offend these people or do that. Like we're just getting in the way. Like let him cook. But
I can't put him in a box. You put him in a box. We can't put him inside of a box. He won't fit.
Yeah, that's one of his songs too. So it's based off of a song that he always likes to sing or whatever. But yeah, I mean,
okay, so it's like the hit single for the album.
Yeah, like I think he's like maybe he's like a hot shot at like playing pool or something. I don't know.
I gotta dig into that. I haven't heard Hot Shot. I've heard quite a few of them, but there's a lot. There's a lot.
Yeah, we'll just get a little more of the vibe of this, and then we'll get to the stream from this morning, the stuff about his reacclimation, and then we'll kind of touch on that and close up from there.
That poor guy.
I heard it. It sounds good. We'll check it right now too.
Yeah, it has a good quality for being a microphone, a wide open mic that can. A Thompson with that Thailand buckaroo. I appreciate it. 40. Thank you, sir. First step in the ability to go on stage, you pass.
If you guys don't know A. Thompson, he's the OG of all OGs when it comes to Karmicx stuff. He's this bird with the the gun with the sniper thing on it. He's an OG.
Hell of a commenter too. He's got me a few times.
No, A. Thompson's great because he's sending 40 Thai bot, and I think in Eve Mux, like Karmic is getting triggered into thinking this is like, for some reason, Eve Mux is like making it orange, so it's like it's a lot of money, but it's really like, I remember like a bot is like 37 bot to like $1 or something, so it's like just a little over $1, so it's really not that much. But he was saying this morning, like, oh, A. Thompson's giving me, that's an orange one from A. Thompson, another orange one from A. Thompson. But
he doesn't understand that. He's never been outside of Minnesota, so I mean, there's no way he understands Thailand money.
Yeah. Well, I thought A. Thompson might have taught him about it, but it's working in his favor right now. A. Thompson is getting way more credit for these like really small donations than he deserves.
He's gonna learn about it on payday. He's gonna learn about how because it's gonna be way less. It's gonna be like 30 something cents once YouTube takes their cut.
Man. Yeah, let's just go towards the end of this, see what happens. Because I actually didn't even watch any of this one, so.
Dude, there was a lot of gold to dig in there. Honestly, we wouldn't even be able to get to it all tonight. There's no possible way. I mean, just none. There's so much.
Yeah, so Karmic, he did it, man. He went to the big city. He had Chipotle for the first time. He did stand up for the first time. And he left on, I guess, pretty good terms with Felicia. I mean, Felicia has not really said or done much, I don't think, since I don't know if anyone's actually even heard from her, so maybe she's missing. I don't know. Let me check.
I mean, Karmic's still alive, so she ain't missing. Because if out of the two, she's the dangerous one, I promise you.
You think? Let me see if she tweeted. You think she could have taken him out potentially?
I'm telling you now that I don't trust Felicia Gillespie or Felicia or however she prefers to say it. I don't trust her. She seems like she's up to no good. I don't trust her horny ways. I don't like how she's trying to get at everybody. First of all, she's the only person in life that's ever called Chad Zumach hot. Now, I'm not hot. Do you understand? So, like, I'm not making this. This is not a shot at Chad Zumach. But Chad knows he's not like super hot. Like, what is she doing? She ain't fooling anybody. Stop. And like, she's very like, she just has like a very snaky vibe to her. I think she's up to something, to be honest with you. I don't trust
Well,
her.
I
I don't
got
trust her with
something.
my sweet boy.
I got something that's a little interdast here.
Look
So
at that
her-
ebony queen.
I don't know. This is someone who said, "Hey Felicia, you have been one of the coolest people. I watched you with Karmic this weekend. Even if it's not an attraction, it's no one's business but
It's
yours.
not.
You never made him feel the way that he was beneath you. We wish you luck with finding the one that is meant for you." So I guess it's just some fan or whatever saying some nice stuff. I heard this. Someone said this account was like Chad, but I don't know.
That would be hilarious.
If Chad was
That
like,
would be the funniest thing Chad's ever done. If that is him, if he's just over here just love bombing Felicia with ebony with Black Twitter memes. I love it. I don't think it's true, but I hope so.
and this is what Fitzwell's saying here is this is her last tweet, which was yesterday morning, early in the morning.
Well, I don't know when is she done? Is she done with her shows out there and maybe traveling? Because I'm pretty sure she drove out there, didn't she?
No, she flew and she only had like one guest spot on Saturday, from what I gather. So I think she, assumingly, she flew back. But you'd think in this meantime of, I guess, from yesterday morning till now, it's still the first 48 hours, and she has not been on her Twitter, which she was on yesterday morning, thanking some random fan, complimenting her. But
I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. Could you imagine if Karmic did something to her? He'd be a nervous wreck on that camera. Could you imagine him trying to piece together a timeline? Like he'd be on there just freaking out and sweating, and he would definitely bring her up an abundant amount of times. Like, oh, I haven't seen her. I definitely don't know where Felicia is. Like for sure, I don't.
before
So,
we get into any stream from like this morning, let's do a little conspiracy talk with the chat. Let's get the chat involved a little bit. So now I just had this thought. What are the odds that Felicia is currently at Karmic's compound in northern Minnesota?
Now, I like that.
What if she's like up there just hanging out, but they're not saying anything?
I bet you Karmic's mom would hate her. I bet you Karmic's mom would not go for Felicia in the house.
A
Something
couple
tells
women
me-
in the chat saying 0%. So I guess probably go with that.
Look, if I know one thing about a guy, like a middle-aged man that lives with his mom, is his mom ain't going for a woman in the house.
Yeah,
She's the
that's
main
true.
woman. She's the main woman of that house. Now she might have to split some lawn mowing chores, but she ain't letting Felicia move. Felicia ain't getting a turn on that lawnmower. That's all I know.
Now, with all these women in the chat,
Is there a lot of women? I can't see it. That's funny.
no, it's just someone named Tracy and Keena both kind of had like a strong take on that right away. So I was going to ask them a follow up on this whole Felicia thing, but okay, so I'm actually more caught up on this fact that she hasn't tweeted or done anything in basically almost 2 days now. So that's a trip, bro.
Is she usually real active? I'm blocked for some reason. So I mean, I don't know why she blocked me. But I don't know. Is she usually pretty active? I don't even think I ever noticed. The only reason I even knew she blocked me was because I went and I went to go look because somebody was like, "Yeah, she blocks everybody." I was like, "Well, wouldn't you know?" Yeah, sure enough, I'm blocked.
You know what? I don't actually follow her too closely, or actually even
And why
follow
would
her.
you?
So
Why would you?
I'm gonna start following her. I'll give her the follow. But this is actually a funny tweet. So they apparently went to a museum,
Hmm.
and this is Karmic experiencing. Now this reminds me of Cameron in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, staring at the Georges Seurat painting, Sundays in the
Yeah, yeah.
Park. Yeah. So, but this looks like some African shit.
Oh, maybe like it almost looks like a tile of some kind.
Yeah.
Or is it cloth? It's really hard to tell. It honestly looks like a used pad
Yeah.
in
Well,
a
he
real
doesn't
gross
like
way.
it. He says absolute shit.
It is.
Minneapolis.
Have you seen those AI tits that he's got on his screen? I take his art. He's got an eye for art.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, his shit's it's a different style, that's for sure. But yeah, I guess you're
Now
right.
he,
This is kind of shit.
now he could have toned down the big tit stuff though, hadn't he, lately? That way he doesn't get booted from YouTube. I mean,
I don't know that. Yeah.
I know it's still in there, but I feel like he's kind of toned it down, so it's not like the entire song where it's like in the because he was going ham with it. He was going ham with it for like a week or two, and then he scaled it back, but it was getting a little bit wild.
No doubt. And I'm just gonna play MGD's clip of we're gonna get into this morning now, because this morning the vacation is over, and anyone who's basically, there's two different modes you go in after coming home from vacation. Like most of the time it's like, I'm glad to be back home. I'm done. It was fun traveling, but I'm home. But on those like rare occasions you go on vacation and you're like, I need it. I miss it. I want more of that. And that's where he's at after this trip. Right, JMO?
Yeah, for sure. Like he got a take. What I think what it was, and again, he lives like a very secluded life out in that small town, and he obviously hates everybody there, so he doesn't leave his house. So he got a taste of like people and being out, and nobody knows him, so they're not like, look at this guy. Like I guarantee you he's getting picked on in his town and stuff because he's definitely like he's a little too
Yeah.
disco for the Bible Belt. Let's just say that.
Now, one thing that really resonated with me was he was talking about getting an Uber driver, and the Uber driver was like some Somalian dude, but I guess he was really smart or some shit. He was talking about it this morning, and like, yeah, like to me, like I'm thinking like, dude, like that Somalian dude might be like the first black person he's ever met, bro.
Yeah, well, I don't know, Minneapolis for sure, but like that whole state's been like inundated with Somalian people. So I imagine, but yeah, who knows? Because he lives out there in
Not
the
where he's
sticks.
at, bro. Not where he's at.
He lives out there in the sticks. I don't know. Do you know where he lives? Because he said where he lives. I don't want to say where it is because he said where he lives in that set. You cut it off right before, and I was actually gonna say like don't, because it's like he says it. I don't know that he meant. I know it's out there now, but like, so I looked it up and like, yeah, it's in the middle of nowhere, and there's nothing there.
Yeah, that's a good point, because MGD put it up on this. I guess it's where he put his address on his thing too. So it's like not putting it out there, but I'm going to actually find the actual clip from the video and play it. So I'm not going to play MGD's, but I don't know. Yeah, I know where it's at. It's like over 5 hour, almost 6 hour drive from where I'm at. So, and I'm in the Twin Cities. So I'm basically where
are you really?
at. Yeah, yeah. So
my wife's family is from Minnesota. So
yeah, I've been here
used to the
years.
accent.
I'm on my way out, so it was a short. I move around a lot, so yeah, it was a short visit, but I'm just like, people are always like, oh, why doesn't Karmic go meet up with Toe or like go to the city or anything? It's like, to get the area where he's at, like it's so remote. Like you basically need to fly to like a very remote airport that doesn't have a lot of flights coming in, or it's like very like regional airport, probably in North Dakota. And then you have to drive from there like hours. So it's like a long flight to nowhere and then a long drive to nowhere. So it's like, even though
There's a
Toe's
lot of
in the
that in
middle,
Texas. There's a lot of that in here because like there's so much middle and nowhere out in Texas that there's so much dead space that like they have like these little tiny airports that they're like little puddle, you know what I mean? They're like little tiny planes. But I mean, that's what you got to take if you want to get shuttled out to a major city to then get on a bigger plane.
right. So yeah, and that's probably what a lot of people do is fly to the Twin Cities because it's a huge airport there.
Yeah. So I'm guessing that was probably the reasoning behind all that. But he got a taste of that. I think he also got a taste of not like I don't want to assume what the dynamic is with his mom, but maybe he got 4 or 5 days without like whatever dynamic that is, and got a taste of freedom. Kind of like when you're a teenager and you move out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, if you're going to a new spot, I've done what he's talking about. Like I went to Florida and I was like, dude, I got to move here. And I just did. Like, and then it lasted a little bit. And then my wife wasn't into it. So I ended up
Dude, he's
moving
got
out.
no kids, no family. Like if he does own that house, which might like I don't know. I don't know what the circumstances is on that. But he doesn't have to sell it or anything. He could just theoretically leave out and go to. Doesn't even need to go to Minneapolis. I think going to Minneapolis would be a terrible idea for him. But I do think going to maybe one of the surrounding smaller towns in that area, so that he could a drivable like a 30-minute drive into that city, get a feel of that, and then go back to his little compound. You know.
But there is nothing like that, bro. Like even like I think like Fargo, which is like still small in my opinion, is like hours away. So it's kind of like he's almost better off just like going to like Chicago or Austin or Minneapolis and like
Spread his wings, but
yeah,
maybe he also would feel guilty leaving his mom because she is older. You know what I mean? So that might be holding him back. I don't know. It seems like him and his family don't get along great based on the
yeah.
dynamics that he's explained. So, it's very possible that he doesn't want to leave his mom behind. But you can tell like he got a little bit of a taste of that freedom that he doesn't have by being able to just walk out, go into a store, not know all the people don't like him and he don't like them. And then I think that was intoxicating to him.
Well, and if you're like walking around, so it sounded like you went to Mall of America at least once, maybe twice. It sounded like you stayed right at the hotel right next to it. So
Yeah.
if you go to if you from a town of like 20, 30 people, and then you're going to Mall of America where it's like there's just people walking around everywhere all the time. It's like I'd be like shit, dude. Yeah, this is the spot. So yeah, sorry, Keena. We got the backup crew in tonight. So yeah, we let you down. I
Sorry,
know
Keena.
Mir's building up this like huge following of all these hoes, and of course,
Really?
right
Well, good for him.
yeah, but
His
yeah,
wife don't kill him, but
yeah, let's get right into this because this is one of the things that happened when he came back was he had some huge problem with all the people back in his hometown, and yeah, we'll just start it and I'll pause it throughout because I don't know if MGD clip turns up, but I'd just rather play it directly from the source. So
I don't want to live this way ever again. And
Yeah.
when's the next trip? I'd like to do something next month. I got to get the fuck out of here.
Amen.
I'm kind of thinking of never returning to this fucking state as forever. I'm thinking of leaving it behind me forever. I don't even want to see this fucking state on the map. It gives me fucking anger.
Yeah, so he's considering bouncing from the whole state.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Well, okay, wait, stop, because that's crazy. That's crazy. So that's definitely in his mind. He said it out loud, but I just had a thought. Okay, so his next trip, we got to plan it for him. Okay, I'm thinking
Austin.
he's even better. He's got to go to Florida. He's got to get down there with Mersh. He needs to have a night out on the town with Mersh. Hear me and hear me clear, Karmic. You get your ass down there to Florida because Mersh is going to show you the time of your life. You're going to walk around like you're on cloud nine. Can you imagine Mersh taking him to a strip club? Follow
Yeah,
me
I mean-
now. Follow me now. Now, I know Mersh is out of the game. It's been a while. But Mersh is taking a keen eye to this young man. And I think you give it an opportunity, and there's definitely a little bit of content to be made. Get that
like
guy
it.
out there. You get that guy out there to Florida. You get him out there to Florida right now. He needs to get on the next thing burning. Out of that shithole town of his. He needs to get down there, get with Mersh. Mersh will hook him up with a decent hotel room. Mersh also won't, stand around across the hall from him the entire time. You'll take him out and have a nice time. Mersh will make sure that he doesn't leave in the same condition he came, I'm sure.
Well, that's the thing. Like, and if he goes there, he can, if he plans it right, he could try to do some streaming or IRL something with Joey C and Zumach. So there's Mersh, Zumach, Joey C for content purposes or entertainment purposes, like something to do. So I would actually agree. Like, if he's never been to Florida, I don't think he's been anywhere. Like, I love Florida. I mean, right now is probably not the best time to go down to Tampa, but maybe in the fall, like he could hit it. So, of course, Austin, I brought that up because if he's actually going to move somewhere, there's like people to podcast with and to do stand up. And
Austin would be a fun one, but I think he might be a little bit overwhelmed with all the homeless population down there.
now back to this video. He's very upset about something that I assume something happened. You see, like his demeanor, like he's shook about something, and he says it has to do with someone giving him looks at the grocery store, but it also has to tie in with the whole state. Now, there's that Somalian dude. I don't know if you've seen in the news that knuckleheaded Somalian dude who's like going to be mayor of Minneapolis or some shit. You saw that, J-Mo?
Yeah, I did. I saw it. He's the guy that kind of looks like the guy from that Tom
Captain
Hanks
Phillips.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. At first, I thought it was him. When I seen it, I was like, "Oh man, that is the guy," because people were saying it was him, but it just looks like him. But it's not. It's not him.
Yeah. So that guy, or Karmic in this episode says both this weekend in Minneapolis opened his eyes and it was the greatest weekend of his life, but he also hates the state. So further solidifying that he has some super tight bond with Felicia after this weekend.
Yeah, and she's moving around because she's a comedian, so she goes around like she's not like she's a traveling comedian, so she goes from place to place, like so maybe his thought is like, well, maybe I'll just see where she goes next and I'll go there. But I really, really think it would be very smart of him to hit Mersh up, let Mersh show him a nice time down there, because First of all, Florida is definitely. I mean, if there's ever a state that was meant for Karmicx, it's Florida.
Yeah, and well, and Mersh is like the quintessential, host of a like. If you come to Mersh's town, he rolls out the red carpet for you. He'll, get you the finest hose, like the best. I know he was telling me like
He's in good hands, like, and he's safe. Like, that's another thing that I'd be worried about. Like, he's
Yeah.
safe with Mersh. Like, he's nobody. Like, Mersh is not gonna let people fuck with him because, like, we all joke around, but I don't think anybody really wants anything. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's good with Mersh. So, I think that would be fun. I think that would be a fun one.
Yeah, we should make a push for, Mersh, like Mersh and Karmic doing some IRL shit, because that would be hard. I know Mersh is a little down on Karmic lately ever since you came around. But it has nothing to do with you. It more has to do with
No, yeah, no,
Yeah.
I agree. I think the copyright thing when that came out, that really put a sour on
Yeah.
things. And the Karmic cleanup job on that wasn't great. Let's just be honest. You know what I mean? But I also, based on what I know about Mersh, is like he's like not like holding a grudge because none of it's personal. So like if the kid comes down, he's gonna take care of him.
Yeah,
You know
and
what I
Mersh
mean?
is super fair too. Like he's only gonna call you
Yeah.
out on some bullshit if you're on some bullshit. So like he's probably just trying to correct, like Mersh is like Valley of Men, like for real type shit. So like he lives by his own man code. So if Karmic is slipping, like, and Mersh is just kind of calling him out, like, hey, that's a bad move, like striking channels, going after people. Like he's really just trying to big bro him and be like, hey,
Well, he's also trying to save him from his own self because once that's like a kiss of death on YouTube. Once you start saying you're gonna copyright strike people, like nobody's into that. Even I know that, and I'm dumb new. You know what I mean?
And
But like,
Jay, you guys got to listen to Jay Mo. He's got weeks in the business. He knows
that's
what he's
right.
talking about.
I'm so new, but even I know that. Like, you can't. But I think that was probably the thing that kind of soured him a little bit. But I really think that even just being Karmic needs a little bit of degeneracy. Do you understand? Does it make sense? He needs just a touch of
Yeah.
degeneracy, but with guardrails on it, and that's where Mersh comes in because we don't want him to get overdose from fentanyl in a bathroom somewhere because he went too far, But with he needs a guided thing through. This is what you missed while you were being locked in your mom's basement or whatever was going on over there.
Now,
'Cause
okay, here,
he didn't get out. He didn't get out at all.
Jay Measy, I know you're like from the real world era, right?
Oh yeah, real world. Yeah.
What if we're putting together a real world house from all the people in the Dabverse, who are you putting in? Let's say it's got to be 4 dudes or 5 dudes and 4 chicks.
I've already done this.
You
I'm so
have?
glad you brought this up. Yeah, I'm so glad you brought this up. I've already done this.
Oh,
First two
okay.
the first two I'm putting in there is Karmic and Johnny Crutches. First off the bat.
Okay.
I don't give a shit who we put in there after that. I want cameras rolling on those two 24/7. But I was thinking, and I put a tweet out the other day, I'm thinking like a Jersey Shore setup for those
Mhm.
two. Now think about it like this, because like, instead of like, Etan Jim or whatever the hell, you're just getting them, to kind of like putz around the house and say like gay shit all day, and then push them out into these bars with money in their pockets. Push them out in the bar, and then just start getting them to interact with people. It doesn't even have to be women. It could just be anybody. I promise you it's going to be gold.
I think
Promise you.
Mersh, if Mersh counts as one of the people, I think with those two and kind of what we were talking about earlier is like kind of being the mentor role to Karmic of like being the guy taking him out and stuff. I think he would be like a different enough guy that he would be a good fit with those guys. And of course, I'd always want to put Ray, because Ray in any living situation is going to be amazing.
Oh yeah, Ray would ruin everybody. Like, Ray would probably make everybody upset within the first 12 hours.
And then you kind of got, is there any like, do we have any like ethnic dudes in the dab? See, Remember on those shows, there's always like a black dude or like a
Cardiff is
Mexicano.
Canadian. Does that count?
No. Who's
Big Black.
got a little ethnicity? He's not big enough. Andrea Allen would be a fucking baddie.
Oh, Kate. Oh, you could put Kate, what's her face in there?
Now that's my number one for females. Kate Meany is number
Kate
one.
Meany, pop her in there. Sorry, Kate, I just forgot the name. Sorry.
Yeah,
pop her in there for sure because you know she's gonna cause. She's gonna cause drama.
She's a baddie.
And we gotta put somebody in there that's gonna want it. We gotta put another girl in there that's gonna hate her. So that's gonna be most of them. This is gonna be most of them, but
that's a crazy lineup, by the way. That's
Karmic, Aaron, Joey C, Jay Cudson, and Mersh. You know what though? To be fair though, Mersh would be more of like a referee. I wouldn't even put Mersh in it. I would let Mersh just be like the he would be like the guy with the microphone just running around interviewing.
He's like the wise elder, you know, who like kind of like keeps the shit on point, you know, and like
no, because I think after a while he would just be like, "Hey man, don't do that," and it would ruin everything. It would ruin everything. People would be telling him to get out or shut up or whatever, you know. But because there's only so much you can watch somebody do the stupid thing before you're like, "Hey man, everybody's giving you a hard time, brother. Stop doing it," you know.
I don't know Cardiff's kids. Lady KB, she's a baddie, of course, but I don't know how like I guess she would probably try to mix it up in the house. So I think she would be good with because she had beef with Ashley. I actually kind of like Ashley, Kate, and Lady KB.
We gotta put Felicia in there. You go ahead and put Felicia in there.
Felicia, yeah, Felicia would be good. I mean, I guess that's a house right there. If
we could call it a content house, but we all know what the fuck it is. It would not be a content house like these other people are doing. It would be more or less a 24-hour zoo. But all of those different personalities mixed in would be crazy.
I think Hope is just too new still. She's not like she hasn't been christened into the dab, you know, officially, just because she's only been on Ray's show. So I don't think she'd.
I'm not opposed to. We got to get one of these trans ladies in there. You know, I bet you Karmic's never been around that. I bet you Karmic's never been around that.
Yeah, because they used to always do that too. Like one of them was like bi or.
We got to do one that's cool. Like MGD is a good one because she's not like super like, oh, you got to do my pronouns. You know what I mean? Because he's gonna fuck it up every day. He's gonna be like, oh hi, you know what I mean? He's gonna mess it up because he's gonna overthink it because he's never had to interact with it. I bet.
But MGD is not gonna do any of this shit, so it'd have to be like
that's true.
Ava or is there another? Yeah, but Ava's kind of annoying, so. Trying to think of who else. Is there another true like-ish person?
I don't know.
Ava is a great shit stirrer, so it's like a character in the house. That might not be bad.
Yeah, she does stir the shit, doesn't she? She.
Yeah. But well, let's get back to why Karmic is so flustered and upset that he had to come home.
We'll let this run. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
When I got home.
The which one? Oh, you're just moving?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. So to let it run, I'm listening. I got my earphones. Go ahead.
I had to go grocery shopping, and that's when that's when it really hit home how fucking awful my world is. The people that you are these people are just the worst fucking people ever. It just reminded me the quality of life of around the fucking people is just so shit.
Now, mind you guys, like he's saying everyone's the worst person ever. Like I didn't get to it, but in the other one, he was saying Stealth is the worst person to ever exist, and now it's just some person who gave him a side eye at the grocery store. Now, maybe there's more to this story, and maybe we'll get to it at some point, get the truth out of it. But if anyone knows exactly what happened, I know MGD was like speculating that they wouldn't serve him his crown at the liquor store or something. I don't know exactly what's going on, but there's a lot of theories floating around there of like what exactly it was. But we'll keep watching how. This is like some Charlie Sheen shit, by the way, too. Look at his face, bro. He looks like tiger blood right here. He like is. That's like some Charlie Sheen level shit, bro. He's on one, bro. Let's keep watching.
And I'm talking about my local area people. I can't stand them anymore. These people have no fucking respect for me. I hate these people. They have no respect for anybody. And I'm talking about the local people. I can't stand them anymore. So when I came back from Minneapolis, where I was surrounded by people who were respectful, courteous, and all that, treated me with respect. And it's not just normal people, it's everybody. It just reminded me of why there are certain pockets of the world where people just want to live a nothingness life. And everybody that is stuck around these fucking people I have nothing in common with, no fucking common ground with. I can't live around these fucking people anymore. I can't do it.
Well, here's the thing. Like, he doesn't respect anyone. He always says this. He's like, I'm built different. Everyone is dickless. And, I'm a different type of guy. I've been artistic and blah, blah, blah. No one can relate to this. But then he's trying to exude all this respect from just, I guess, what he's saying, random people at the grocery store. So this is going to get you in trouble, Karmic, every time. If your expectations versus the fulfillment of your expectations are what's causing all this disruption in your life, basically. And look at how mad he is based off of people not respecting him. And there's no indication that they did anything other than give him a bad look. So let's see.
I won't do it. God damn it, I hate this area. Just fucking shit, people. Shit people who have ridiculed me my whole goddamn life. And I have to, when I came back and that settled in, that I am here with these fucking pieces of shit.
Serenity now, he demands 100% respect, but offers zero respect to others. He's a clown of a human and my favorite streamer ever. Now, this is the thing that he doesn't get either. Like, I saw him going off last week and then also today, blocking a bunch of people, including you, Serenity now. I'm a huge fan of his streams. I'm captivated by what he does. I'm interested in kind of whatever his journey is. And I did this episode and another episode kind of commenting on it. And to me, I feel like whatever, like I didn't say anything over the line offensive really ever about him, but he gets so riled up about the slightest like infractions against him. But then he can go on for hours and hours and hours talking about Buckman or Quadfather or Pat Dixon or Taz and how they're the worst people and all this shit. So it's like, this is the same thing with the respect. It's like, what you give is what you get, you know. So it's just kind of how it plays out. And like you say, Sarani, I get blocked every day. It's not a big deal. Yeah, like someone was like, "Oh man, he was saying a couple weeks ago." Someone was like, "Oh, he's saying all this nasty shit about you. What are you gonna do about that?" And I was like, "Well, dude, like he shifts his perspective on what's going on day to day. So I can't take anything he says personal, even if it's personally about me, because you know the next day he's kind of like, you know, whatever. It was the bottle or whatever the reason was. So
Yeah.
you can't. I enjoy his antics. I really do wish him like success and prosperity in all of his whatever health, relationships, fame, artistic expression. So I do, if you're watching Karmic, I do wish you well. I'm just enjoying kind of some of the stuff you've been putting out, and you know, like JMO here, we're piggybacking on his clout for Mere Must to get our numbers up. We're piggybacking on you too, Karmic, by talking about you and being fans of you to get our numbers up. So it is self-serving in a way, but welcome back,
I
JMO.
sent him a DM. I sent him a DM too. You know, some encouragement. You know, because it's not all. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want him to like see me kind of giving him a hard time about certain things and think that I'm the bad guy, because I'm definitely not. Like, I want him to succeed, and I think probably the best thing for him is to get up out of Minnesota, go experience some life, because you can tell he hasn't experienced life, and he's gonna miss out. And you could see him. I know you're gonna cover some of that today, but I mean, you could just see he kind of had a moment of clarity today where he was like, "Oh my God, I'm this old and I haven't done anything."
Yeah, and I mean, well, like, there's no time like the present. That's not a idiom for no reason, you know. Like, there's every moment, every day is another moment to turn it all around. Blah blah blah. All the different things you can say. So, like,
Yeah.
if he does, and he's getting close. Well, he doesn't have a job anyway, but he's getting to the point where he can do this. What he's doing, sitting in front of this like shitty. It's not even a green screen, but you know, all this graphics and stuff is in his computer. He can go and set this up anywhere in a matter of like 10 minutes. So, if he moved to India and started streaming, he'd be you might not even know the difference. So he really has the world at his fingertips to do whatever. So we'll keep playing a little bit here.
It sucks. I ain't gonna lie. I can't do it no more. I can't live with these fucking people. They're the worst human beings. Miserable pieces of shit.
Yeah, Dick, I saw that, but he was implying that one of his jobs was streaming on YouTube, and the other one was like doing these comic books or something. So it's kind of like he does, but it's not like he's location bound.
Oh, Dick.
So I don't think it's unless, I mean, I don't know. I'm not like some expert on him like I was with Davinsky, but yeah. Keep watching. He's really feeling it, and I think it's a combination of the letdown from the weekend / come down. I don't know if it's necessarily a letdown. He said it was an awesome time, but the good and the bad of that, and then ending, and then it sounds like something happened with some person, but.
Oh, fuck. It's hard to explain, people. The only way I can explain it is if you had the chance to experience these groups of motherfuckers. And wow, the realization hit me like a goddamn brick. Miserable fuckers. Everybody's miserable. I can't live around miserable people anymore. I can't do it. If you want to lose all your faith in humanity, live around miserable fucking cocksuckers like these motherfuckers. Do it. They brought me right back down to earth, I tell you that.
Oh, he's got to stop smoking in his
Oh,
house. It
my
bothers
lamb,
me every
get
time.
the flying fuck out of this goddamn fucking state forever. I'll change everything to get away. I hate these motherfuckers. And I say it proudly. Hey, Spaghetti Factory, thank you kindly, sir, or ma'am, whoever you may be. Was news, job-related, family, the upcoming album?
Woo!
No, it's just a hard reminder that I gotta leave. I gotta leave this fucking area. I had to come to terms with it. Oh my God. So I got to figure that out. That's where I'm going. I'm getting the fuck out of this state forever. I hate it so fucking bad. Or at least go somewhere go to a place that has civilization. Because this fucking idea of fucking civilization where I'm at, it ain't cutting it with me anymore. Not anymore. Here's how I feel. The people in my area don't deserve me. They don't deserve me.
Yeah. So when he was talking
That's a
about
wild statement. That's a wild statement, but all right.
but that's something I've noticed him kind of get into a lot. Like he's very singular, like self-focused in that way. Like me against the world. Like but then on he talks out of both sides. So like he's so lonely and all this different stuff. But then yeah, like everything's so combative, like me against the world, like they don't deserve me and all this. It's like that's where I start going, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what his move is. Cause if he moves, at least like if he's chilling there, like sounds like everyone hates him and he hates everyone there, but they know him, you know?
What we need to do is get him an RV and get him rolling. Just get him rolling. Let him go experience. Could you imagine 1 year of him on the road, just traveling the U.S., just going to meet, something as simple as he gets an RV, right? One of those drivable RVs, and he
Yeah.
gets the internet all situated because you can do that now with the solar panels and all that. Let's just say he can get all that, right? Then he can have like a thing where the highest paying person determines what place he goes to next, and he just goes right from there.
Yeah, and I see like the sorcerer dude is like telling him like you should get an RV and do this too. I like that idea. I'm at the point now, like these good ideas, whatever. I'm done giving anyone any ideas of any sort because
Yeah, they're not gonna do them. No.
They use it against you because they'll be like, oh, you like, even if it's just some like, hey, you should do this, like some innocuous thing, just saying you should do, like triggers these guys, like even if it's something simple and to their benefit. So I'm just like, and I kind of get it to the point where it's like people always are saying like, oh, you should do this, you should cover this, you should do that, you should do that. It's like sometimes you're just not in the mood to do anything. So it's kind of like, yeah, like it's annoying. And like this is something, a realization I had with Chad. It was like, yeah, like me and Chad kind of quit working together because we were sick of Ray. But then we started building this other idea. And then it didn't work out mainly the dynamic between Chad and Ashley wasn't going well. But
Yeah.
but then Chad was like, oh yeah, he was annoying me. He was always texting me and stuff. And it's like, I was like, hey, wait, I didn't really text him that. But then I like thought back and I was like, well, anytime, I guess it's from his perspective. I guess it is annoying sometimes when people text me or message me too much. So like, I mean, I kind of see what he's saying. I had like a moment of realization. So telling people what to do, even if it's like good advice or it's like eventually they're going to be like, oh, they'll use it like, oh, like against you. So I try to stay kind of chill on that. But no, of course, any of these guys doing any IRL, anything to get them into, especially these like they're source guys, you know, like Karmic doesn't like just cover clips. It's like all stream of consciousness, like.
I mean, just imagine the fun he could have going to a museum in New York. It doesn't even have to be like an IRL stream. He could literally do like a couple minutes before he walks in and do like a sum up in his hotel room later. You know what I mean? And maybe get some footage of trying like different foods. You know, he's never tried like Ethiopian food or whatever. Like he's never tried these things. But I do think he needs a handler. He can't just be out there by himself. Because someone's gonna rob him day one. He shows up in like Baltimore. It's not good. He needs like a handler. You know, someone who doesn't have like a family, but they can, you know, follow him, you know, just to make sure that he doesn't end up, you know. Could you imagine him just in like a very bad neighborhood, just going, "Hey fellas, you know where I can, you know, any nice people around here?"
Yeah, I mean, like in Minneapolis, like at the Chipotle, like the people working there are nice and stuff like that. But like once you get into some areas, like I don't know necessarily if the people, of course, like the people in this tiny, like, there's all the preconceived notions they all have from knowing each other for so long. So maybe that's kind of what he doesn't like, his reputation there. But yeah,
He's never once heard, "Hey white boy, come here real quick."
yeah,
You
and
understand?
a lot of people,
and that's a whole nother world, you know.
Exactly. So not to switch the subject, I just saw this. One thing we do see on this stream is he's got a new shirt, and this is his new shirt company that he's doing with Unnerving Brain.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so this is one of his new businesses. I know Dick Fitzwell was talking about how he mentioned he has 2 jobs. Now, yeah, I think the jobs are this though, you know, this related. So it's like we said, I think he can kind of potentially move.
Oh, Chow, did you let everybody know you're rolling out my shirt company next week?
Yeah, we're gonna get JMO merch coming. We got to get you know.
Melton already gave me a shirt, so it's what did he say? Motivation. There you go.
Yeah. I didn't catch Melton, but I heard that he featured some of our show on his show.
Yeah, he featured quite a bit of it. It was actually pretty good. You should go watch it. I'm sure it'll clip. There's some clips coming out of it, but his reaction to Stealth had me on the ground. I was dying laughing. It was like
shit.
It was like 2 a.m. and I'm trying to be dead quiet. I literally was in his stream watching because I knew it literally had just came out that the court date got pushed out, right? And so he did that members only. And I actually got out for a little bit and then got back in, and I want to say it was like midnight or 1 a.m. And then all of a sudden he goes, "What's this all about?" And then he was like talking about Moody sent him the clip talking about David Skarica, and I was like, "Oh!" And then all of a sudden, boom! It went, and then he started going into it. First, he watched the little Doom clip where he said, "My life is over" at the end of that, which I didn't even catch.
Yeah.
But then he actually went back and watched. It was actually really funny because I did not realize that the entire time that I was having this argument with David Skarica, that Stealth was in the corner, literally just doing jazz hands the entire time. The entire time. It was so crazy.
It was
So,
it
yeah.
was one for the record books, so go back and check that out.
Yes, go watch that
yeah.
episode. It's worth it.
And if you have Nobody Likes Onions membership, I guess you can go see it. I mean, I'm all blocked from all of his shit, so I never get the gifted shit. But yeah, go check out his shit. But on Karmic, before we get out of here, I don't know if there's anything else in this stream necessarily you want to touch on. I know it's kind of disorganized, but
No, I think we covered a lot. Like I said, there's so much stuff we could probably go back and do more. I mean, honestly, but I think the biggest thing is like, I just really felt bad for him when he got real emotional about the fact like he just needs to really get out, and you could tell his life. You could tell when somebody's like having a moment of clarity, and he had a moment of clarity in front of everybody. So that's embarrassing for one. And for two, it's like, if you've ever been by yourself or lonely in your life, then you kind of understand where he's coming from. So you're like, oh, okay, I get it. He just wants to be around people that don't hate him. And my guess is people around there do not like him,
Yeah, or he's got some bad connections. Yeah, exactly. So, and sometimes
I think his family dynamic is kind of all wonky, and I think the peers around him. I mean, it's probably a bunch of people he went to high school with that teased him up. You know what I mean? It's a small area. He just needs to spread his wings and fly, man. He'll be all right.
No doubt. Now, Mo, before we get out of here, I want to touch on this, and I saw you reposted this because and I want to pull up this. Harry Dunn, you should go deeper into Ray's job of writing Twitter shorts. Now, what's crazy is MCD hits me up last night and she says, Ray's going live and this is blah, blah, blah. This is going to happen. That's going to happen. Of course, none of it happened, but now I tuned in to watch it and he has this guy, Big T, on. Now, JMO, you've seen this guy, right?
Yeah, the name sounds kind of familiar too, but I just can't remember why or from where.
So he's been on Ray's show a few times over the last couple months since Ray moved to New York, like coinciding with his move. And I was watching the show last night and whatever, it was fine, or I saw it, but all of a sudden out of nowhere, this pops up in my timeline. And this is one of these like YouTube videos / TikTok videos / shorts, Instagram shorts type things, reels. And it's the guy from Ray's podcast, but this is like a video that's clipped as like a real thing happening. Like this is crime in New York City. Now we'll watch it.
Yeah,
so this is, but it's fake, bro. Cause this guy is a comedian and actor. And it's all staged. And there's tons of these videos. You'll see them online.
I was going to ask you, not to cut you off, but I know that Ray, it's my understanding that Ray runs the Stands open mic, right?
No, Ray has a monthly show that he does at the Stand. It's not like an open mic. He books
but I heard he ran an open mic in there too. Like he actually was running an open mic. That's not the case? Because if that's not the case, then I don't want to spread that rumor. But I thought he was. I legitimately did.
I don't know. We'll have to ask the dad on that one. We can run with it.
But what I mean to say is that it doesn't surprise me if he's meeting up with like open mic comedians out in New York trying to get a name for themselves. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'll do it for whatever, $40.
Yeah. So this guy, Joseph Turner, is calling out Ray as being a Satanist, which is just very, very bad things to say, sir. So
all right, let's hear it.
All right, let's watch this.
Bird glasses, I like them.
Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah, they don't look cool on you though. I think they look kind of cool, man. I'm just trying to go get my groceries, man.
Listen. You get your tampons in a minute. Give me I want those glasses.
No, I think it's I think you should get them. They're really easy to get. They sell them at Best Buy.
I have a hard time seeing my wiener. This will help me see my wiener. I need to be able to see it. Give me those glasses. I need it. The medical I gotta pee. Come on, guy. Come on.
So you can already see it's like clearly comedic. And just watch the dynamic between. If you don't know, the guy's wearing glasses with a camera in them, Google glasses or whatever.
Yeah.
Come on.
All right. The joke. Hey, whoa. You don't have to touch me, bro. You don't have to touch me.
You walked into me.
I didn't walk into you at all, brother.
Bro, where are you from? Ohio?
Nah, I'm from New York.
All right. Give me those glasses anyway.
Westchester County, though.
That doesn't count.
Yeah,
Yeah, your dad grew up in the Bronx and you moved away after the 80s. I remember
I mean,
that.
that's Ray,
my
right?
parents were immigrants that came here for a
Give me
better
those
life.
glasses. Come on, I'll just try.
Was Ray in the background? I didn't even notice.
I mean, it sounds like Ray talking. Am I crazy?
No. We'll see the guy here in a second. Keep watching.
Okay. It sounds like
All right, man. If you just want to try them on.
Try them on. I'll give them back. I'm a good guy.
All right. It's okay. So I'll explain how this kind of works. Okay, you just like listen to music. I can play music for you on it. It'll come out of the ears.
I don't want that pussy you listen to.
All right.
Yanni?
All right.
Do I look like I listen to Yanni?
No, it's all right. Yeah. All right. So just try. Yeah, you can try them on.
All right. I like these. Oh man,
Dude, Harry, I swear, like that line where he said, "Do I look like I listen to Yanni?" I swear Ray wrote that. Because Ray
this is bad acting 101. Like, this isn't even close to good. You're absolutely right. This is fake as hell. It's not good.
Yeah, exactly. So Ray has said he's like writing videos for YouTube or sketches or stuff like that. So I wouldn't be surprised if like this Big T guy is like tied in with Ray and like whatever these little like collective of these making these fake viral video shit things are. So this is my message to all the 25 people watching right now is if you guys come across one of these videos of like a fake crime thing or fake love connection or whatever they are happening on the streets of New York City and Ray's in it, let me know, because this is clearly fake, but it was posted to get viral views and as being real and showing that there's a lot of crime in New York City done by. Now, if you see the responses to the comments, it's all like people saying, well, yeah, I know this is fake because it's a white guy and all this type of shit. It becomes
Well, yeah,
like
that's the obvious. That's the obvious thing. But also, the guy's fake Brooklyn accent is horrific.
Yeah, so we'll keep watching this fake, the acting.
where the girls at? They're gonna love me. Where all the poo?
Yeah,
Where's all the trim?
They haven't really helped you.
Oh, they look good on me, right?
Yeah.
Better than him.
Yeah. No, I think, hey,
Yeah.
no, you can come back, though.
Yeah, no. I'm good.
No, hey,
What'd you say? What'd you say?
Nothing. I didn't say anything.
Call me fat?
No.
I could see what you just said to me.
Stop,
Thanks
man.
for the f***ing glasses, bro.
Okay. You
All right.
can have them. Yeah.
And if the cops ask you what I look like, say I don't have my glasses. I don't know what he looks like. Huh.
Oh, these are just a
What the
couple
f- is
wops.
Popeyes.
Well, this makes plenty of sense now. These are just a couple wops doing wop shit. Like, I don't really think they understand. Like, this is this is clearly like an uncle and his nephew. Like, hey, let's make a video.
Funny
Real
video.
quick.
Well, yeah.
The guy's laughing the entire time. Let me tell you something. I've seen people be robbed for their stuff. They are not smiling when it happens. It's not.
So we here at Near Musk are now Big T truthers. So we want to figure out what this Big T guy's all up to behind, like with all of this fake robbing people on the street for their their Meta glasses, as it said.
It's a disrespectful accent. It's disrespect. I mean, it's awful.
Yeah, so that's the newest thing that's going on is like Ray might be doing crisis actor style paid propaganda slash comedy slash propaganda, I guess, to further a message.
You know, if he was smart, if Ray was smart, he moved out to New York. He's got a thing. He's got a gig over there at the Stand. You know, you know what else happens at the Stand? Legion of Skanks. You know who else goes into Legion of Skanks? A lot of very.
Oh, they hate him at Legion of Skanks.
I know, but he burned that bridge recently. Like it was just because they had him on recently, didn't they?
No, he went to the show and he like hung out in the background to try to get on camera, and they noticed him like trying to do it. So it was a bad deal for him. Yeah.
I mean, oh, God damn it, Ray. You know, I don't understand his thought process of going to New York anyway. I mean, if he was a 20-something-year-old aspiring comedian, then yeah, but it's like it's crabs in a bucket in that scene up there. Like,
well, he's got respect out. He does have respect out there because
he landed well. Yeah, that Stand gig is good, but I mean, it's just like, why would you choose that out of everything? Like,
I mean, not that I'm gonna give advice, but if there's one spot where Ray's got a modicum of respect, as Karmic would say, it's probably in New York, because there are people who know that he can run shows and book shows out there. So like those low level, like open micer type people will, like, you know, show reverence.
I hope he's using the opportunity well. I mean, I've noticed that he hasn't been on as much. And I really think that's just because he's got more possibly going on in his real life as opposed to just because being stuck out in Ohio or whatever, he didn't have anything going on. I think he kind of burned that bridge with that club, right? And so it's kind of like he didn't really have a lot going on outside of YouTube and Kevin Brennan. And so, you know, now he's got a little something going on. So I'm happy for him in that regard, because I think that that's going to benefit him a lot. You know,
now
hopefully.
Yeah, I agree. We'll keep an eye, hopefully see how things play out with him. Now this is a final thought we'll go out on, because Brack brings up a question. Felicia is an incel. Now that's something that can be debated, because I think well, who knows, but it sounds like Felicia it wouldn't be incel, because like if Karmic actually was pursuing her, right?
I mean, I guess, like, I don't know what the lady version of that is, because she's like a fake slut, if that makes sense. Like, because
like an
she's
ice
like
princess, like a tease or something.
Yeah, because like she puts out there like, no, man, I just really want to be with a guy. Like, I'm trying to do this. Like, but then there's no such thing, because even ugly women are able to just go get that out of the way, if that's what the case is. Like,
yeah,
like it's not hard. You know what I'm saying? So, and she's clearly not picky. So, what's going on there? You know, so there's something up.
And we'll leave you guys on that question tonight, because yeah, I think we did plenty. Holy fuck, we already did 2 hours 45 minutes, so not bad for a kind of impromptu. I gotta thank my co-host tonight, the great J Mo, and
thank you.
Go check him out. I saw your video from today. Good shit. Touching on Karmic. Keep it up, and check out Tommy McNulty when you get a chance. But got anything to go out on, JMO?
No, just I appreciate everybody let me in. I know everybody doesn't like me, but I will.
With that, we're signing off. Peace out, guys.